Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
Well, this is a fun one, isn't it? Third period just underway. Sweden leading Italy 3-2. Almost a minute into the third period now. You heard Hernan and Gage, you're talking about this one. The shots are 44-11 in favor of Sweden. I believe that's convenient math. I believe that's a 4-1 margin, Jay.
Yes.
3-2 Sweden leading. We've been watching... Well, a good chunk of this game, I insisted on watching the curling, Canada and Germany, which Canada won on an extra end. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Because, look, what was it? Italy. I was watching the curling, and then guys started freaking out. Italy scored first. Italy scored first. I was like, great. It'll be 11-1. Okay, so then we flipped over to it, and it was like, geez, Italy's like never has the puck, but they're hanging around. I insisted on flipping back to the curling. We saw Germany tie it with a crazy shot, then a measurement. And then Canada won on an extra end. So Sweden and Italy playing men's hockey at the Olympics. Minute and a half into the third period. Sweden is up 3-2. It is dominant, but it is still a game. What did we hear during the intermission? That the Italian coach said most of his players had never played a game on this ice surface, on an NHL ice size.
Half the players on Italy's roster have never played on ice other than Olympic-size ice.
Right.
Which is incredible. And the fact that they're hanging in there. Damian Clara is the goaltender for Italy. A draft pick of Anaheim, I believe.
Okay. Well, they got a good one. Well, who knows?
I mean, and it's not for lack of trying. I mean, Sweden's been putting the pressure.
They're all over
46-11 in shots.
Yeah, I mean, every time you look away, there's another shot, or if you're looking, there's a shot. So now Nylander scored late in the second period, so that puts Sweden ahead. I guess the one thing this reminds me of, off the top of my head, on what was the date of this game? Anyway, it was at the 2014 Olympics in Sochi. Canada beat Latvia 2-1, and the shots on goal in that game were 57-16 for Canada. Carey Price, the goaltender. What was his name? Kristers Gudlevskis, I believe was how you said it, was the goaltender for Latvia. And Canada had a ton of chances, finally scored in the third period and won the game. So, I mean, that was, I guess, the closest we can think of, or that I can think of. But what was the time left when they scored? Yeah, Shea Weber scored a power play goal with just under 7 minutes left. So that was a tense one for Canada against Latvia. Now, look, this is for Sweden. This is not an elimination game, but they were saying on the CBC feed, or I don't even who do we credit for this game? CBC, Sportsnet,
Combined,
Rogers,
sure.
Everybody,
Yeah.
the Canadian consortium, the Canadian Broadcast Consortium,
Conglomerate.
I mean, this could affect Sweden's seeding because everybody makes the playoffs. The top four seeds, so the three division winners and the best second place team, get a bye to the quarterfinals. So this could affect their seeding. They're going to have to play Finland. Finland lost earlier today, by the way.
Yeah.
To Slovakia 4-1, which was kind of a surprise.
Didn't see that coming.
So, I mean, goal differential, this could affect. And Italy's on a power play. I missed the penalty while I was talking.
Yeah.
Did you see what hapappened?
Yeah, elbow, something like that.
Yeah. Italy's on a-
Holmberg went in and it was a big hit, right in front of the benches.
The reason I couldn't tell is because Sweden's had the puck most of the time. They've been shorthanded. So maybe you're following this one at home. Maybe you're watching it with us. Maybe you're at work checking in. We will remind you, we are going to talk about this game till it's over. We're not going to say spoiler alert.
No.
Okay. This is kind of the. Well, this is one of the most fun things I know we've had Canadian medals and we had your cheating guy yesterday. Not your cheating guy, the cheating skier talking about trying to get back with his girlfriend.
They found the girl.
And what'd she say?
No update.
No, I wouldn't want to talk if I
Go
were either.
figure.
I'd be like, leave me alone.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not with this guy. Leave me alone. So, by the way, this Italian power play, you think the Oilers have some bad power plays? Not only have they not set up, they've barely got the puck below the hash marks. Oh. And a shorthanded breakaway. Like, what's the Italian goalie's name again?
Damian Clara.
That's a great save on a shorthanded breakaway. Pettersson in there. So it remains 3-2 for Sweden with 15 and a half minutes left. Okay, so like I'm wondering, Jay, are you now cheering for Italy to at least get a point out of this game? At least get it to overtime? Of
course.
I have to be.
Of course, you want the underdog story.
If it was like, that's a good save. If this were like the United States in this situation, I'd probably be really hoping for them to suffer. It's not that I have anything against the Swedes, but in Italy, now we don't have the sound on, Jay, but especially in the first period, Italy scores first. Whenever they got the puck, like over the red line, the crowd just came to life. Mm-hmm. A lot of those times it was a 1-on-3 or a missed pass, but they're just like, oh my God, we might be in this game. They're still in the game. I don't know how confident the Italian fans are feeling, but okay, let me ask you this. Off the top of your head, Jay, now maybe we'll have to Google this. Even if Italy loses this game 3-2, is this the greatest moment in Italian hockey?
Oh, man. I mean, what's the other moment?
Name other moments.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Greatest, I'm going to Google this now. Greatest moments in Italian hockey.
Off the top of my head, I'd have to say yeah, because I don't know of any other moments.
I feel like...
Okay, so Damian Clara, goalie for Italy, was drafted round 2 in the 2023 entry draft, 60th overall by the Anaheim Ducks. Reid, he is 6'6". A massive goalie. But he's never, the only time he's played overseas in North America, he played 2 games for the San Diego Gulls of the NHL.
Right.
898.
But at least he's been drafted by a team.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's something. Here is Italy's record in men's hockey at the Olympics. 1936, Germany, they finished 9th. I'm not sure how many teams were in it. 1948, Switzerland, 8th. 1956, in Italy, 7th. 1964, in Austria, 15th. I think they would have had 16 teams. 1984, remember where it was in 84? You were a little guy. I can remember watching this Olympics.
No, I wouldn't.
Sarajevo in Yugoslavia,
right.
No longer called that.
The earliest recollections I have is 88.
9th. They were not in the 88 Olympics. 1992, France, they were 12th. 1994, Norway, 9th. They were at Nagano, they were 12th. And in Turin, in 2006, they were 11th. So Italy, they were in as the host team there. You know who their coach was? Michel Goulet. Remember him?
No.
He was a pretty good NHL player. What did he have? 1,153 points in almost 1,100 games. Mostly with the Quebec Nordiques and the Chicago Blackhawks. So we're going to assume, we're going to make the assumption, unless somebody can tell us differently and then we can verify it, that even losing by a goal to Sweden would be the greatest moment in Italian hockey history, especially because it's also happening on home ice.
Well, yeah, that's got to add to it, Reid. That it's
you'd be saying for years, I went to this game.
Right.
I was at the game we almost beat Sweden.
Can you imagine if they tie it up even? You know, like...
Well, and I like how much of this now is... And by the way, the double IHF rankings... What's going on here?
I believe Clara got hurt.
Oh, no!
Yes.
No, this is terrible. Yeah. This is the most upset I've been about an Italian goaltender being injured in years.
I think he got Tristan Jarried on the Pettersson try.
What a save.
What a save.
I mean, what do you see? He's 6'6". Barely got the right skate on a deke attempt by Pettersson.
Maybe a little groin action there, you know?
So, can you... if the Swedish players... And what, Gustafsson is the goalie for Sweden?
Yep.
I mean, you got to be tightening up here.
Well,
David Fadani is now in goal for Italy.
Wasn't it? There were 4 shots.
Is it David or Davide?
In 9 minutes left in the second period, the shots on net were 34-5, and it was 2-2.
Right. I think they got 2 goals on 4 shots.
They did.
Yeah, okay.
They did.
Shots are 49-12. So Italy's narrowed the gap.
The ice is not as tilted as it was. I
only
suppose.
46 saves for Clara.
Well,
So his save percentage will be, what's 46 divided by 49? It'll be about 93.5.
Here, I got the exact number here.
And the new guy makes a couple of big saves right off the hop for Italy.
well, I wonder now, is this open the door for Jesper Wallstedt to come in in Sweden's next game? How could you go back to Gustafsson after this?
Oh, because they got both the mini goalies? Yeah.
Well, there's also Markstrom there too.
Yeah. Do you think?
Oh, right.
Do you think Markstrom would get the nod
who's
before
the-
Wallstedt?
I don't even
just
know. I
given
don't
how
even know how
Wallstedt
they
is
rank
playing
it.
this year, but it didn't work out for Gustafsson.
Can we get the measurements on Fabani here?
Yeah, no problem. I'll give you his dimensions.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I woke up this morning to prep for started going through my day and thinking about the show, Jay and I saw each other at Commonwealth. We went to the Elks news conference. I did not think that I would be asking Jay to Google the vital statistics of Italian hockey goalkeepers. I just didn't think that was going to happen.
What, Fadani?
Yeah.
Okay, he's only 6 foot. So
So Sweden's got a lot more net to shoot at.
A lot more net to shoot at. So he's not drafted by anybody. He's only been playing over international in Switzerland and Italy.
But this must be okay. I hope people understand where I'm coming from here, because I'm not trying to belittle what Italy is doing or let Sweden off the hook. This must have become, over the course of this game, an awful
Another
game to play in
huge
for
save.
Sweden. That was this must be an awful game to play in for Sweden, because now it's tense. You're not scoring. You got all these shots. It's going to be treated by a loss by your fans and media. Would you not agree? Like, if Canada were,
Yes.
if this was Canada and then Canada won 3-2, this would be near crisis time.
Yes.
How the hell do you almost lose to or can't beat Italy?
Yeah.
8-1.
Unless Sweden can pump in 4 goals here in the last remainder of this game, it's going to be we got a lot to look at.
Even that,
we got to look at ourselves in the mirror.
Even
there's
if
going to be there's going to be a lot of looking at themselves in the mirror.
There's going to be a lot of those comments.
Yes.
Well, it looked like Pedersen
time to
hit
take
the
a look at
post.
the mirror.
I think he did.
He might have. Yeah.
Now
But
we
it's-
can't.
but
We
this is
can't.
fascinating. This is fascinating.
I can't take my eyes off this.
But we
boys.
can't give like play by play, because I think that is like a major no.
No, but we can talk about the game.
update
Yeah,
the
which
game.
just a
we're
part of the
doing.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if somebody scores, we're gonna say something.
Yeah,
this-
Pedersen.
Oh yeah, that was not a good angle by. Was it Fadani or Fabani?
David
it's a D.
Fadani.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he had a good angle on that one. There was a lot to shoot on the short side. So anyway, there is more going on than just this game, and to touch on some of those things, we're going to bring you the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Tense one on the Pebble at the 5-Ring Circus. Canada beat Germany with a bump in the 11th. Men's hockey, Mamma Mia! Italy hanging tough against the IKEA team. This could be my brother-in-law's biggest payday since he won tickets to a WHA game in 1977. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a Cincinnati Stinger in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? CFL free agency, the Elks added some nasty beef. Nasty beef? Uh-oh, Aunt Sherma's making meatloaf again. I'm Chet Palmer. Remember the Cincinnati Stingers?
I don't.
You don't? No, the WHO was already done when you were born.
That's good.
So the teams that joined the NHL were the Oilers, the Whalers, the Jets, and the Nordiques. There was the Birmingham Bulls, the Cincinnati Stingers. There was the Toronto Toros. I think there was the Baltimore Blades or something like that.
Nice.
There were teams all over. Yeah.
I like how you've Chet has labeled Sweden as the IKEA team.
The IKEA team. Yeah.
Okay, I think we can run with that.
Yeah.
That's got to stick.
Yeah, I told him he should be careful giving nicknames to the nationalities
Yeah, probably.
or using certain slang words for the nationalities.
Gotta keep it PG.
Got to be careful there.
Yeah.
Chet Palmer for 100.3 The Bear. 10:47.
Italy almost
They
scored.
almost score while Chet was. a goal during Chet's sportscast, I would have liked to see how he would have handled that.
Be iconic. Well, that's actually good because we're going to have some live sporting events that I'd love to hear Chet's call or an announcement.
Well, Friday, I'm away on Friday, but the end of the Canada-Swiss game will be on when you and Wannick are doing the show.
That's right.
So that'll be fun doing live updates for that one. That could be a tough game.
Yeah, could be. I'm a little teaser here. I'm not sure how easy it will be for Canada tomorrow in their first game. A little feeling out period.
Yeah.
Getting used to each other.
Well, a decent opponent.
Lucas Dostal's in net.
The double IHF world rankings. The men's world rankings in hockey. Canada. Now, this is a little misleading because they don't have a number 2. I assume that's where Russia would be.
Right.
So why did they not just change the rank? Like, if you're going to leave them out, leave them out. So according to the world rankings, nobody is ranked number 2. It's
That's
just
terrible.
doesn't exist. I mean, if we're punishing the country, then fine.
That's as bad as like not having a 13th floor on your elevator.
Yeah, like that, because I
weird.
wouldn't have even thought about Russia missing until I realized there was no number 2.
Right.
I assume that's why that's there. So anyway, let's just go like this: Canada, Finland, Czechia, Canada, Finland, Czechia, Switzerland, United States, Sweden. I'm just going to ignore Russia for the purposes of this. If that offends people, sorry. They're not in the tournament and they're not technically ranked. So by these rankings, Czechia is 3 and Switzerland's 4. And they're both in Canada's pool, right? Mm-hmm. So Sweden would be 6 and then Italy would be 19. So the website says Sweden 7, Italy 20, but given how it's actually shaken down. So it's funny. 20th if Canada was 20th in the world in FIFA, we'd be ecstatic.
Sure.
But to be 20th in the world in men's hockey, that's actually not that good. given the number of teams that play.
Given, how few teams there are compared to soccer.
So
this is where they almost...
Oh, how did he miss it? I didn't see it live. I think I was listening to Chet. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that game. About halfway through the third period now, Sweden leading Italy 3-2 in a monumental showdown at the Olympic Games. We have plenty to talk about today. A lot on the Edmonton Elks. Jay and I were at Commonwealth Stadium earlier today. They unveiled their most of their free agent class for 2026. General Manager Ed Hervey is going to join us at around 3:40. At about 5:20, Taylor Powell will join us, the new quarterback, expected to back up Cody Fajardo. By the way, Fajardo was there too.
Yes, he was.
They brought Justin Rankin was there hanging out, so pretty well attended there. So we'll talk a little bit about some changes to the Elks team and how they look going into next season. You talked to Mark Killam, the head coach of the team. We'll run a couple clips as we move along throughout the course of the afternoon. Jay's play of the day is going to be Olympic themed. I do want to talk about that curling game a little bit and just some other stuff I found out today about curling and about some of my colleagues here at Edmonton Sports Talk, which is presented by Play Alberta. And we're going to keep going with our theme here for our off-topic topic because you guys have done a great job participating in it this week. And again, if you want to participate in the show, on top of listening to us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or on YouTube, you can text the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. That's powered by River Cree Resort and Casino, turning 20 this year, celebrating big until October 26th with over $1 million in prizes. You're going to have 35 winners of $20,000 in casino free plays, 9 brand new cars, 56 winners of $1,000 in cash. Again, a 10-month-long promotion. Well, it's already started, going until October 26th. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. And remember, if you're on YouTube and you haven't done so already, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk. We're on the verge of getting to 14,000 subscribers. And of course, jump in there and click the thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
We endeavor to get to 100 thumbs every show. No reason we can't do so if everybody gets in and clicks the thumbs up. All right, so we're going to do our off-topic topic. It is television themed, as we've been doing all week. The off-topic topic, for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So today we're going to do your favorite TV nemesis. Okay? So we did favorite TV cop on Monday. We did favorite TV dad yesterday. We're going to do favorite TV nemesis today. And we're using that word somewhat loosely. It can be the bad guy or recurring bad guy in a television show, or it can be someone who is sort of a thorn in the side of one of the main characters of the show.
Yes.
Even if they get along sometimes or work together or maybe even in the same family. I guess kind of like a foil. Is that the word?
Yeah, foil would be the right word.
So some example. I have a couple of examples. First one, Ned Flanders.
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be a bad guy. Ned Flanders is a beautiful human being.
I just think that this lends itself, this category of favorite TV nemesis, lends itself a lot more to cartoons as well. I'll just throw that out
I never
there.
thought of that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But Ned Flanders, that's top
Like,
tier.
because Homer can't stand him.
Right.
Now, in a lot of those situations,
Great tush on Ned
Yes,
Flanders.
and chess too.
Yeah.
Homer is actually the buffoon. Homer is often in the wrong in their interactions, but in the context of the show, Flanders is the nemesis to Homer. One of our favorite shows that we've discovered we both like, The Wire.
Yes.
The season 1 drug lord, Avon Barksdale, and I guess his lieutenant, Stringer Bell.
Sure.
They were great nemesises.
Oh, yeah.
Nemesi.
They were good.
For McNulty and Bunk and company. And I also put the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica.
Who could forget?
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea
Yeah,
what a
you don't know
Cylon is.
Battlestar Galactica?
I've never seen it. The only reason I know Battlestar Galactica
Interesting.
is Dwight Schrute talks about it on The Office.
I agree. Well, he could be a nemesis as well in The Office to Jim
true.
Halpert.
That's true.
Right?
That's a
Toby
great one.
Flenderson.
Toby
To Michael
would-
Scott. Oh, he just gets hated for
Toby
no
is
reason.
a great
He's such a
nemesis.
nice guy.
I didn't even think of The
Yeah.
Office.
Yeah. Well, another cartoon,
Oh,
Plankton.
yeah, that's a good one.
from
There'd be a lot. You
SpongeBob.
could do a lot from The Office.
Yeah.
Sorry, Coop.
No, it's all good. Plankton from SpongeBob. He's just a little plankton that runs around. He's a mean little
Right.
guy.
Just
Gustavo
like that
Fring.
other one. Yeah, I had Gustavo Fring on mine.
Yeah.
That Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
yeah.
Breaking
They have a
Bad
few.
has made appearances in all three of these
Well,
thus far.
great show.
And when we get to favorite TV mom at some point, I can't see how this stops.
Yeah, good point.
Good point. Seinfeld, Newman.
He's already been mentioned. One of the
Okay.
first people mentioned in the Nasty Chat. Absolutely.
A childhood favorite of mine was Inspector Gadget. So who could forget Inspector Gadget without his nemesis, Dr. Claw? Do you remember Dr. Claw?
right.
with
I
the kitty
know
cat?
of him. Yeah.
With the kitty cat?
Yeah.
Never turns around.
Right.
Ever.
Until next time, Inspector Gadget. And Daedalus from the Mighty Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
Daedalus was a bad dude.
Are you ready, Herc? Are you ready?
Herc!
Simple one.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Come on now.
So, yeah, somebody asking, is nemesis the same as villain? It can be. This could just be someone who's the outright villain, the scoundrel of the show. Or as we were saying, it could be someone who is just provides consternation for the main character. Like I would even say, I don't know how many people remember this show. John LaRoquette's character from Night Court, Dan Fielding. Like he was kind of like he was always kind of mouthy and saying inappropriate things. Oh my goodness, we got an insurance goal for Sweden.
Well, I think there might be a couple more coming yet, Reid.
This was not an empty netter though.
No, it wasn't.
So 4:18 left. Sweden up 4-2 on Italy. Shots are 58-16 for the Swedes. Looks like they're going to survive. I didn't see. Yeah. Did Zibanejad get it? Well, Coop's really excited.
What are you excited
You in a
about?
pool there or
I'm
something?
Swedish,
buddy?
baby.
Are you?
I'm a big Swede. Yeah, apparently. Ancestry.com told me that one.
I thought you were
My family also knew that.
from the Germany.
Yeah, I'm from both.
Oh,
So I'll be cheering for Leon and all the Swedes.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if they go head to head, I don't know who I'm going to cheer for most.
See, and that's one of those. It was about Sweden's 25th most dangerous shot of the night.
Right.
But when you have that many, it goes in. Zibanejad through a screen. Yeah, and in it goes. So a 4-2 for Sweden now late in the third in a highly entertaining and tense game. Triple Crown, Wile E. Coyote, nemesis of the Roadrunner. Pollution was Captain Planet's nemesis, according to Rip City Step. Yeah, we got a ton. Okay, we'll keep compiling these and read off as many. Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
What about the Pineapple Prophet says the smoking man from the X-Files?
Yes, tell him thank you.
Thank you, Pineapple Prophet.
He's probably listening, I guess.
Waddy and Cloverdale, Al Bundy's nemesis, Marcy Darcy. Remember Marcy?
Oh, is that the neighbor wife?
Wife.
Yeah, right. Okay. 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Ed Hervey, GM of your Edmonton Elks, going to join us in about 15 minutes. Sports update, courtesy of the Cube.
Some new additions for the Elks. They were announced this morning, signing 6 players, including quarterback Taylor Powell, who's locked up through 2027. He joins the Reid Wilkins show at 5:20, and Ed Hervey, Elks general manager, will join the show in about 14 minutes. Meanwhile, Malik Carney has signed a 2-year deal with the Green and Gold. He won the Grey Cup last season with the Rough Riders. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer has joined the Red Blacks for next season. AJ Allen is also off to Ottawa, signing for 2 years. Canada, they have another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier finishing on the podium in ice dance. First medal for Canada in figure skating this year, and first in ice dancing since 2018 at Pyeongchang. And it's a stunner ice level between Sweden and Italy. 4-2 Sweden leads. Scoring moments ago, under 4 minutes left in regulation. Swedes with over 58 shots. Italy with 16. Canada plays its first game in the men's tournament tomorrow against Czechia at 8:40 a.m. From E-Town, the Oil Kings, they battle the Silver Tips at 7 o'clock. Elsewhere, there's 14 games in the NBA tonight. The Raptors and Pistons square off at 5:30. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, the Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
The Oilers will sign a non-NHL player who plays in the Olympics this offseason.
Pirate.
You know it's coming, right?
They've already done it once.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's go watch the Slovakia-Switzerland game. There's a future Oiler on there somewhere.
Bob's in Slovenia right now.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feel no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
The only way they know how.
Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada ski cross racer Reese Howden.
Being able to represent a country that has done everything to support my dreams is unreal. To stand on the podium and represent Canada, I don't take it for granted at all.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of Team Canada.
All right, empty net goal for Sweden. Empty net goal for Sweden. My voice is wacky today. All that tension I had watching the curling. Empty net goal for Sweden. 5-2 lead over Italy. 2:20 left. Men's hockey at the Olympics. Shots, Sweden 60, Italy 20. That's a 3-to-1 ratio.
It was a 4-to-1 ratio not that long ago.
That's a good point. Yeah, it was 44-11.
Yeah.
Is that a 4-to-1 ratio? Yeah, so
Sure
Italy got a few shots here in the third.
They have been putting the pressure on, but Gustafsson has shut the door.
Fascinating game to watch, but Sweden is going to survive incredibly close for most of the afternoon. Jay Milne and I coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Hockey lives at the Canadian Brewhouse during every Oilers game day at any Edmonton and area location. Enter to win Oilers home game tickets at Rogers Place. Plus, enjoy $1 off Molson Canadian and Coors Light tankards. Details at the CanadianBrewhouse.com. Yeah, a lot of Olympic stuff to talk about. A lot of Elks news today. Ed Hervey is going to join us in a little less than 10 minutes. And, of course, we will look into some storylines going into Canada's game tomorrow against Czechia. What is the 8:40? That's not a bad time. It's not like it's better than like 3:30 in the morning or something like that. Now, I know a lot of people, like we have the luxury of being able to sit and watch it for work.
Well, that's part of our job tomorrow.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Huge part.
Well, actually, Reid, I was going to ask you, what time do you want me to be at your house then? Like 8? You want me to bring breakfast? Or how are we going to do this?
What time do you want to arrive?
I don't know. Are you going to come here for like the what?
No, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm on the Nielsen show tomorrow. Great show.
Yes.
At 7:45. Then it'll be 8. So I'll probably get in my very simple workout that I do. Mm-hmm. And then probably maybe watch the first period and then come to the station. Or maybe I'll watch the first 2 periods at home.
Right.
I can leave during an intermission so I would miss very little because it takes me about 15 minutes to get to work. It's probably what I'll do tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I might watch the first and second, get a vibe. See where it's at, see what the game looks like. But if it's close, I can't be driving it. It takes me over half an hour to get here. So
you could always join me here, Jay. I'll be here in the morning.
Will you?
I'm planning on it.
Just for the game?
Just for the game, just to hang out.
Oh, wow. That's dedication, Coop.
Can you put something on this TV that I can watch, Coop?
Network connection error. Hey, I'll work on that.
Put some kind of sporting event for me.
Yeah, I got you.
In the Nasty Chat on YouTube. By the way, if you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. Who is Gasoline in the Nasty Chat? That's not actually Tom. That's someone mocking Tom, is it not? Or is that another Gazzola?
No, I think it's Tom.
Oh, is it? Okay. Joe says 8:40 sucks when you work at 9. LOL. We'll try and watch regardless.
Mex, for the off-topic topic, your favorite TV nemesis, John Lithgow and Dexter. Remember that season of Dexter?
I did not watch Dexter.
Really?
Really?
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Les Sweet might take cake from me in Cyril Sneer.
That's a good one.
The Raccoons.
From the Raccoons.
Frank Burns from MASH. I don't know enough.
Oh, yeah. I kind of know about that. Jay Phillips, the unibrow baby from The Simpsons, is Maggie's nemesis. That's a good one.
True. The Trinity Killer. Yes, that was John Lithgow's name during that season.
Oh, so he was the killer that Dexter was after.
He was a bad dude. He was great in that season.
He's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
How about Ernie the Giant Chicken?
Who's that from?
Oh, from Family Guy?
Yeah.
That they
Peter
always get
Griffin.
into a
the
massive,
chicken.
massive fist fight.
And then Lois, there was a female rendition of that as well.
Really?
Lois, later seasons. They had some good battles. They never once liked each other.
No, that's very
tried.
true.
William Mike Spears says, hey guys, the janitor in Scrubs.
Okay, I don't know that show.
I don't know that show
But
either.
I'm sure that resonates with some people.
Mike the Michigan fan, Skeletor from He-Man in the Masters of the Universe.
Okay, did you know there's a Masters of the Universe movie coming out?
I saw there's a He-Man
I saw
movie.
the trailer, yeah. So I saw, we didn't get all the Super Bowl ads, right? So I saw on YouTube the other morning, there was a 12 or 13 minute video of all the movie trailers from the Super Bowl. So it had the Grogu and Mandalorian ad. That one was actually on in Canada. Disclosure Day, that's the new Alien one with Schwarzenegger, or not with Schwarzenegger, directed by Spielberg. Emily Blunt is in it. That looks really cool. And then it had a Masters of the Universe. And I think the premise is He-Man is like on Earth and doesn't know he's He-Man, and then he gets the magic sword and goes back to their world or dimension and fights Skeletor. I was never into the Masters of the Universe stuff when I was a kid. It might have even come after my childhood. It got popular.
Yeah,
can't remember.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. So anyway, Spency 5 Centsy Megatron. That was the evil Transformer. What were they called? The Decepticons?
Decepticons, yeah.
Right. Tom Gazzola saying, yes, this is his YouTube account on his phone. And then Cupid posting, Tommy needs multiple accounts to stay ahead of me.
Little love affair.
Little love affair there.
Gargamel. What's Gargamel from?
The Smurfs.
The
He was the
Smurfs,
bad
right,
guy. Yeah,
right.
that's a perfect nemesis. Yeah. Well, we're got some good ones here. This has been a great off-topic topic for Willie Buff all week. We had favorite TV cop, favorite TV dad, and now we're doing your favorite TV nemesis. You know who I'm surprised no one has said? Well, you know what I won't say. I won't say who it is. I'm surprised there have been no Star Trek references. There's a few characters and species that could qualify as nemesis.
Really?
I think. Would Q not be Picard's nemesis?
Sure.
I've confused Jay once again. I'm sorry.
What about Nelson from The Simpsons?
Oh, yeah, he'd be a good one.
Right? Or Principal Skinner.
Even Mr. Burns.
They're
They're all
Burns.
sort of
Yes.
nemesises to the Simpson family in one way or the other. That's pretty good. All right. We'll keep going with that. Some football talk coming up. General Manager of the Edmonton Elks, Ed Hervey, to look at their free agent crop when we get back.
Canada has another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier finishing on the podium in ice dance. First medal for Canada in figure skating this year, and first in ice dancing since 2018. Some new additions for the Elks announced this morning, signing 6 players, including quarterback Taylor Powell, who's locked up through 2027. He'll join the Reid Wilkins show later at 5:20. Ed Hervey, Elks general manager, joining us after the break. Meanwhile, Malik Carney has signed a 2-year deal with the Green and Gold. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer has signed with the Red Blacks for next season. AJ Allen also off to Ottawa, signing for 2 years. Meanwhile, it was a tight contest between the Swedes and Italians. Sweden closing out Italy 5-2. 4-man hockey action, outshooting them 60-22. It picks up once again when Canada plays its first game tomorrow against Czechia at 8:40. From E-Town, the Oil Kings battle the Silver Tips at 7 o'clock. Everett leads the league. Edmonton sits 4th in the WHL. We also have 14 games on tap in the association. The Raptors and Pistons hit the deck at 5:30. Ed Hervey checks in next on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil
Oil Stream.
I think you just leave it the same for now. Let's see how this season goes. Like, I don't think, and maybe Jeff Jackson was like, yep, this is the team that's going to win the Stanley Cup. I have a hard time believing that if you got some truth serum into him, he would have told you in October that this is a Stanley Cup winning roster. And I'd be stunned if that's the case. So I hope they don't do something panicky.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
The only way they know how.
Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new, tons of options, and the good stuff like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, so Canada did win a bronze in ice dance. We were following along with that incredible hockey game, Sweden and Italy. Italy hanging in there, but Sweden ultimately winning it 5-2. Canadian men's team tomorrow. We'll talk about that as we move along. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Always fun to talk with this guy. Ed Hervey is the general manager of your Edmonton Elks, and he's been kind enough to spend a few minutes with us today. Ed, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Thanks again for doing this. It was good to see you earlier today at the stadium as well, as you rolled out a lot of your free agent class for this year, which is pretty exciting. And I guess I want to start here. I mean, it was the new regime last year. You got to look at the team all season long. So I hope you don't mind me asking the question this way. As you watched those 18 games last year, what was the biggest weakness on the team? I know you looked at a lot of areas here in free agency, but was there one thing from last year where you thought, my, oh my, like we don't have this and we really need it?
Yeah, I thought the area that had the most challenges was the offensive line. Right? You can't lead the league in sacks and not, say that was the area, right? So I think that in that evaluation and with us having a chance to internally discuss that, and that was some hard discussions because there's some good people up there, but it was a matter of, where do we want to go as an organization? And we're only going to be as good as our front allows us to be, our offense and defensive line. I think our defensive line started to pick it up, and we could talk about that here in a moment. But the offensive line, there were challenges all along the offensive line, and to think that we would get better results staying the same was not going to provide any sense of hope or any sense of getting better. We didn't feel that we would get better with the same combination. So we went out and, went with some guys that we're familiar with. When we got to Hamilton, there was struggles there as well. And these are some guys that our personnel department went out and found, and they've done a good job, and they were free. And so we're bringing them over here in hopes that they can give us the same type of success that they were able to provide with the last team.
All right, and you mentioned the D-line, which is a good transition to my next question. Ed, I just think, I know I don't want to say it's an underrated stat, but I still feel sometimes sacks aren't talked about enough. If you get a sack in the CFL, it's almost a guarantee the other team's kicking, right? Because they only have so many downs. You got Malik Carney. He was on our show earlier this afternoon. I mean, is that, as much as the D-line came along last year, is that now what maybe could make it really great? You got that guy that can just go out there and end a drive with a sack.
Yeah, we needed, again, there's two parts to that. The defensive line started to play better as the year went. We wanted to enhance our ability on the defensive line by bringing in a player of Malik's ability. Malik's ability, not only on the defensive line, but his ability to drop, play in coverage, do different things. His impact as an overall defender just gives us a chance to be more versatile in our defensive attack. But him as a pass rusher is obviously something that we feel like he gets a lot of pressure. He finishes around the football. He finishes around the quarterback, and he helps collapse pocket. He does so many different things that, maybe he's not going to be the sack leader. There's guys out there who just get sacks, but if you watch him on tape, his overall impact in the game is felt down after down. And we felt like we had to have that player with us. And again, just our history with him and the timing works out. And we're just really excited to have him along with the young group that we have coming back. And we hope that the guys can learn some things from him. He can rub off on those guys as far as just teaching guys to be patient and just making plays. And that's kind of being the role and responsibility that we have him coming in to play for us.
Ed Hervey, Elks GM, joining us here on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. I want to ask you about going out and getting Austin Mack. As you just talked about on the defensive side of the ball, on the D-line, there was players that were thrust into action due to injury that said, hey, shoot, there's some players here. There's some talent here. Same happened in the wide receiver core. Due to injury, there were some younger guys that got the opportunity and did pretty good. But I feel, at least, that allowed teams to pin their ears back and go and attack Justin Rankin, who has evolved greatly, and take that part of the game away or try to limit it. How much do you think the addition of Austin Mack adds to how this offense can attack in a much more wide open fashion?
I think with Austin, you're getting a proven veteran who's done it in this league, right? And he's got NFL pedigree. He's got lineage at Ohio State, and he's done it. He's produced at a high level in the CFL. And teaming him with the young players that we have coming back, and we all know, and just from experience, the second year for a receiver in the CFL is usually the year they make a jump, especially if they had experience. So we're combining that with Austin, his ability, his playmaking ability, and his comfort with Cody, and just his need for a fresh start. We feel like that should increase the ability of the offense, someone that we can rely on. And as the young receivers continue to develop and grow and their roles start to expand, we feel that we're only going to get stronger. But it does help, especially the quarterback, when he has someone out there that he's confident that he can throw the ball to, and the guys are going to make plays for him. So, we wanted to make certain that we were able to provide our offense with that type of player. Austin was available, and the relationship between him and Cody works for us, and they were already throwing the ball around late last night in the field house. So that's a good sign for all of us in our offense moving forward.
throughout the process of the change that has happened here over the past 2 seasons, the word culture came up over and over and over again. Now, I don't think it's by surprise that there were 5 of these free agents that came from the team you were formerly associated with in the Hamilton Tiger Cats. But is that something that you actively look at, Ed, when you're going through this process and you're circling players to say that guy I know, or I have a pretty good understanding that he can meet or exceed the expectations of the Double E culture that you and Chris and head coach Mark Killam are trying to instill?
Absolutely. It's always better when you know someone, right? And the business of football and them coming to play and contracts and all that stuff goes without saying. We've always said from the day one when I arrived, what type of people are we bringing into the building? What is their character, integrity? What is their passion for being successful? What is their passion for people? Are they kind? It goes without saying that they should be good ball players. We wouldn't look their way if they weren't. But do they meet these other criteria? Right? Can they fit in our community? This event that we're having this evening, the season ticket event. We want our fans to meet our players and reconnect with our players. We want them to reconnect with this football team. Yes, these things take time to build, but what the kind of people that we're bringing in and the kind of play that we expect to have here, we want our fans to be proud of. And we want our players that are coming here to embrace Edmonton and understand that they're embracing the culture of Edmonton, Eskimo or Elk, whatever people choose to follow. But I tell you guys, look, we're Edmonton's team, regardless of what people want to call us. We're Edmonton's team, and we want to give our players a chance to see and feel the culture. And this event this evening is going to allow that with our season ticket base. And we just want them to know, like, there's a passionate fan base here. And, these are the kind of people that I feel comfortable knowing, not only as players, but as people that are going to be model citizens in our community, and they're going to contribute and do all the things necessary to uplift the organization, even when they're out of their pads and in their street clothes and representing the team.
Well, I think we saw that today, Ed, because there were players there who weren't free agents. I mean, Fajardo was there, Rankin was there, a bunch of the coaches were there. So I think I certainly felt that today. Before we let you go, there's one other player we have to ask about because he's quarterback, and we almost always ask about quarterbacks. Fajardo was there. Taylor Powell signed. He's actually going to be on our show a little bit later on. A couple years with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. What do you like most about Taylor Powell as, a 27-year-old, as a guy who maybe can be wearing the Double E for a while?
I mean, there's so many things to name, right? Again, we talk about integrity. We talk about work ethic. We're talking about a guy who's going to be in the building, 6 in the morning for sure, and leaving late. Like, he's all ball. Like, he is, I believe, our staff believes, our personnel department believes that, that Taylor's is the future quarterback and the future starter. And I think we all know, like, in this league, you're going to play with 2 quarterbacks. And where we believe we're headed and where we are going into this year, the last thing I wanted, the last thing we wanted, the last thing we needed was to have something happen to our starter, have something happen to Cody, and us hand the keys over during the season for any stretch of games to someone that has not played. Okay. It's as simple as that. And many in this league, not only in this building, but across the league, felt and feel that Taylor is the next one. And if there was a 10th team, he'd probably be the guy that would be going there and starting for that team. So we're lucky to have him. We're fortunate to have him. We think he elevates the quarterback room. We think it's going to be a great having him here because he's just an all-around great player, in my opinion. He's just getting started with his career, and I feel a lot better that he's here than not.
Ed, we love having you in the show. Thanks for diving into some of the free agent signings. We always appreciate that. Have a great time mingling with the fans today and seeing the new players do that as well at the event coming up. We really appreciate it. Of course, we'll be seeing you a lot around the stadium and hopefully on the show a couple of times over the next few months. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for covering the team as well.
Right
Good
on.
seeing you guys. Yeah.
That is Ed Hervey, the general manager of your Edmonton Elks. So there you go. I think a pretty good overview of some of the signings. I think a lot of people are really interested in Powell because, again, Ed said it. What if Fajardo can't play the whole season, gets nicked up, gets injured? And then looking beyond that, Fajardo hasn't committed beyond a year. He even talked after last season about thinking about retirement. So that's a big one. But I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
So a bunch of guys were announced formally, today and yesterday, and Mac, obviously, they could announce last week. Which guy do you think old Reid Wilkins is most excited about?
Ooh.
Which free agent?
Oh. Okay. Let me work through this here. Okay.
All right, put your thinking cap.
I'm going to workshop this a bit. Okay. Let's just look at this. Austin Mack, probably the biggest free agent signing, a bona fide number one wide receiver in the league. But I also know, and from I know you watch every game. You're a season ticket holder.
Of course.
I do know that you have a appreciation for that offense, and the offense was trending upwards in your eyes. I'm torn between two positions, but the O-line, okay? I think the O-line, especially on the outsides, okay, especially at the tackle position, needed to be addressed. However, in thinking through this, and this just came to me, it's like a light bulb.
You've known me for a year and a half.
Yes. And you did ask Ed a specific question. And you've mentioned this several times on this show, is the value of pressuring a quarterback and the value of a sack. Now, given that this team had 24 team sacks as a total last year, and the free agent from Saskatchewan, Malik Carney, had 8 of them on his own in Saskatchewan, who, by the way, won the Grey Cup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hazard a guess that you are most excited about D lineman Malik Carney.
You're right.
Yeah.
You talked it out and you came up with the right answer.
We did it.
Well, because I just remember, I remember when they won in 03 and 05. Ed was a player in those teams. They had Montford one year and they had some other really good. Who was the other sack guy they had the other year? One year they added Montford and the other year they added somebody else.
Well, that wasn't 05, but the mayor of Edmonton, Odell
Willis, who could also drop back and do some other things. So but I appreciate that he said Carney can do some other things.
When this team is dominant, guess what else is dominant? The D-line.
Right. Okay, so what other football team do I support as a fan? The Seattle Seahawks. Why did they win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They abused the quarterback and sacked. What did they get? 6 or 7 sacks?
Yep.
I think they changed the sack at the end to an interception when Nwosu ran it back. So I'm most excited about Carney. Now, that's not a knock on the D-line because we saw the D-line kind of get some footing as the season went on. You made the good point. They actually kind of were a little better after Serezna got hurt because they were rotating guys, had fresh guys in. And can you explain your thoughts on how, and you say the Seahawks did this, and you said the Elks did it more as the season went, like moving guys around to get pressure.
Yeah,
and does that come with familiarity?
That comes with trusting your guys.
New players, new teammates have a harder time doing that.
Right.
Okay.
Because they're going to get sucked into different directions, and they're not in control of the offense. The offense is controlling them and giving them the Olay to the inside while the quarterback has a half roll out to the outside and completes a 40-yard pass over your head.
Right.
When you are moving guys around on the D-line, they have to still know their roles and maintain their lanes of rushing. So you have to have absolute trust and have the right athletes because you're having nose tackles that jam the guard, rip and go outside, and you're trusting them to contain, Vernon Adams Jr. Mm-hmm. You need the right guy at that position that knows his job and knows what's going on. So yeah, it's not like you could just start stunting off the bat with new guys.
Right.
But with the rotation that they had last year, I think that I think that, flipped a switch in JC Sherritt's mind to say, why not use all these guys? Why not use all these athletes? A good majority of which are coming back to this defensive line. And now you've got the addition of Malik Carney, who is a quarterback and offense wrecker.
Right.
I mean, this is setting up Reid. And I almost, I didn't want to ask Ed about it, but okay, last year's free agency was heavily dominated with the D-line. And it was Toronto coming west. Well, it didn't pan out the way they did. But it did give them the opportunity to say, hey, we have some good pieces within. So now knowing that, you go out and spend a little bit more money on a number one guy on both sides of the ball. And look at O.J. Hilaire, Benjamin Victor. Those are guys that got opportunity because of injury.
Yep.
That are now going to be thrust into a more prominent role with this team, which allows you to take that savings and go get Austin Mack and go get a Malik Carney. It worked out in their favor.
Yeah, I hope Carney's a massive addition. Nothing against the other guys.
I wanted
to ask him right off the top, okay, what did you most want to fix? Like you said, the O-line.
There's nothing Double E fans in this city love more than a dominant pass rusher.
Right.
Right? I mean, they've been here. I mean, you could start back with at least the earliest memories for me are Benny Goods.
Not Jackie Parker, James Quick Parker.
Right.
Yeah.
And that dominant
Jackie
defense
Parker was good, but he wasn't.
With Willie Pless and Benny Goods and Jed Roberts, who's a regular on this show. Those guys could rush the pass. Those guys could get sacks. And I think I really like what this team has done through free agency. Now, is it going to click this year? Is it going to be, hey, this team is running for a Grey Cup this year? I don't know.
I hope so.
It is a bit of a process, but they're moving in the right direction for sure. And the fact that Ed got all these guys, 5 free agents came from his old organization. He knows these players. He knows these people. Coulter Woodmansey is a beast inside.
Jordan, and he gets a 3-year deal.
Good.
Only one of the 6 guys they announced today got a 1-year deal, and that's Brendan O'Leary Orange, which, let's face it, is probably the least known name.
Sure. I saw tackle Jordan Murray down there today at the press conference.
Right.
That is a massive human.
2-year deal. Brendan Bordner, O-lineman, 2-year deal. Coulter Woodmansey, 3-year deal. The quarterback Powell, 2-year deal. Carney, a 2-year deal. So, yeah, try and build and then try to get them to stay even longer if you got a good team. Good to have Ed on the show. Taylor Powell will join us at about 20 after 5. Jay's Play of the Day is coming up in a few minutes. Of course, you can text us 780-218-9999. That's the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. DJ Pauly D from Jersey Shore performing at the venue at River Cree March 7th. George Thorogood and the Destroyers are back at the venue March 19th for the Baddest Show on Earth tour. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. All right. We also got our buying or selling. That's fun. The off-topic topic for William Huff, your favorite TV nemesis. So keep those coming in. We continue to get good submissions there. Alfred Payton was the guy I was missing.
Payton.
I think they had Payton in 03 and Montford in 05. Maybe that was flipped around.
Ooh, that's a good name.
They were both very, very good. All right, here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
What a dud from the Finns.
I know. They couldn't score. I mean, they're going to have 40 shots. This guy made a bunch of great saves. I didn't think it was Finland going through the motions. I thought they pushed him pretty hard, especially in the first. This is a good example of, Slovakia. I would say Germany with a guy like Leon Draisaitl. If you have a goaltender that can play well, and you have a team that plays pretty tight defensively, this isn't going to be the only upset I think we see in the tournament.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems. But did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Edmonton. Be part of history. Support Canada Soccer's men's national team as they battle Uzbekistan in the final send-off series ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. at Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. Hi, it's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Canada has another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier with a podium finish. First medal for Canada in figure skating this year and first in ice dancing since 2018. Some new additions to the Elks announced this morning. The Elks signing 6 players, including quarterback Taylor Powell, who's locked up through 2027. He joins the show later at 5:20. 27-year-old comes off 3 seasons with the Tabbies, throwing for over 2,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Malik Carney has signed a 2-year deal with the Green and Gold, fresh off winning the Grey Cup in Saskatchewan. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer has signed with the Red Blacks for next season. AJ Allen is also off to Ottawa, signing for 2 years. From E-Town, it's the Oil Kings dropping the puck against the Silver Tips at 7. Both teams playing 50 games. Everett leads the league with 41 wins. Edmonton sits 4th in the WHL with 34. And to the hardwood, 14 games on the docket. The Raptors and Pistons square off at 5:30. Toronto's 5th in the East. Detroit sits 1st in the conference with the Raptors. E-Kings back to the lead. Both teams rolling on a 2-game heater. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, good to have you tuning in this afternoon. Man, oh man, Canadian Olympic men's hockey team plays tomorrow morning. Did you hear? Exciting. Czechia tomorrow at 8:40 a.m. Mountain Time. That'll be a fun one. Casino dealer Jay says, who's Al Bundy's nemesis? Who did we say?
His neighbor, Darcy.
Marcy, right. What was the husband's name? Ted?
Maybe?
I can't remember. I watched Married with Children a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say
Al Bundy's nemesis might have occurred in more than one instance with some of his customers at the shoe store.
Oh yeah, he was a shoe sales. Did they ever show him in the shoe store?
Oh yeah,
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, that's some of his greatest scenes in the shoe store. I thought when I was young, I thought Married with Children was like, ooh, I'm getting away with one.
Well, you were
watching it
as a little lad.
As a wee little lad.
Yeah, and didn't you have an upbringing that might frown on that sort of comedic content?
Yeah, we were pretty easy going. Milne house, you know. I remember the first time I went to a friend's birthday party, and I think it was like, what was that movie? Gremlins.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't supposed to watch it.
Well, that was banned.
Yeah. And I did.
Yeah, that's a saucy movie.
Bad Jay. That's a bad boy.
Bad Jay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're such a rebel. Look how you turned out. It messed you up. It ruined you.
It took I still haven't recovered from that movie.
The off-topic topic for William Huff is your favorite TV nemesis. We've had a lot of fun.
Oh.
Some of the ones Jay and I suggested earlier to get it going. Flanders from The Simpsons, Avon Barksdale from The Wire, the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. Newman from Seinfeld was one of yours. That's a good one. Newman is maybe the best example of this.
Might be the best true example of a nemesis.
Yeah, like he's not
even
evil.
the way he said it.
Yeah, it's not like, a serial killer show like Dexter. It was just, there's Jerry and there's Newman, and they just can't stand each other.
Dr. Claw has been mentioned quite a few times in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. 780-218-9999. Waddy and Cloverdale, Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget. What is Con for Kirk?
Oh,
of course.
Con, the character.
Okay, Con.
Yes.
That was Kirk's nemesis.
Yes. Okay. So the movie, The Wrath of Khan, the character Khan came from a Star Trek original series. What was it called? Space Seed? I think that was the name of the episode. Somebody will know in the nasty chat or the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Khan was brought back for Wrath of Khan. So you've heard of The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
You've
heard of it.
I've heard it, yes.
For the love of God,
I didn't know it was Star
you've at
Trek.
least heard of it.
I didn't know it was Star Trek.
Yeah, that's Star Trek 2.
Okay.
Right.
So that's a great nemesis.
So that's that. So it started in a TV show, even though this is not movies, but yeah, favorite TV nemesis, Khan would qualify.
Now, this has come in 3 times in a row by 3 different people.
I bet you they're all friends.
Pooley, Ryan, and Pineapple Prophet have all said Boss Hogg.
Oh, yes,
as a
absolutely.
nemesis.
Absolutely. For the Dukes of Hazzards.
Yes.
Absolutely. Boss Hogg would have been the Dukes of Hazzard's nemesis.
And Uncle Jesse.
Sure.
Uncle Jesse might just have taken the cake for the deepest cut. Bob Vila from Home Improvement. Do you remember he was the other, wasn't he the other show or the competing? Because who did Tim the Toolman Taylor?
But Bob Vila's a real guy.
I know, but who
did they reference him on the show?
Who did what was Tim the Toolman Taylor's tool company that he represented?
I can't remember.
Binford Tools.
Okay.
Binford Tools. And I think Bob Vila had they were behind the scenes. They were big time nemesis. Nemesis? Is that what we say?
Yeah, I don't know what a plural for nemesis is. Nemesis?
Nemesis?
I guess nemesis.
I don't think nemesis.
We'll say that. Yeah, nemesis doesn't work.
Though
I did say it earlier.
Hippopotamus for Christmas. Oh, my nemesis. Mikey says Mr. Roper, Three's Company.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Scott on a hotel balcony in Beaumont. Gustavo Fring. We did note that earlier.
From The Wire and from, not from The Wire, from Breaking Bad and from Better Call Saul.
True. Waddy and Cloverdale, Mr. Frown is the nemesis of the Belcher children on Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
And Bob's nemesis is Jimmy Pesto.
Okay.
Actually, that's one of your nemesis, is Pesto.
Pesto with pine nuts.
Pine nuts.
There is pesto free.
Who's your biggest nemesis, Reid? Just in a, would it be, let me take a guess here. Would it be Matthew Owanek?
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Currently, I guess, but I love the guy.
I know it's like a fake nemesis.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fake.
He's
nemesis.
an easy guy to have as your foil.
Yeah, because he gets on your nerves, but you don't really hate him. Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from JFNB.
Now this has come in twice now, and I don't know who it is.
Mex just identified my nemesis. Whoever guesses the mystery athlete in one clue.
That's true. Collingwood Rob said this, and now Abutsky has said this. Arnold the newsboy on the Flintstones. I don't
remember that. I used to watch the Flintstones as a kid. I'm sorry, I don't remember that. Some of these we're going to take your word for it, or we'll just trust that other people think that you're clever.
Now, Abutsky also said this earlier because we can see all your texts. So this one came in from earlier today. He says, hot take. The legal tampering window has destroyed the spectacle that was the opening of CFL free agency. What do you think of that take?
I think that's true. They got to shorten it.
I think they should just say, the hell with it. We're opening this on the Monday of the tampering window.
Yeah.
Because it all gets reported anyhow.
Right. And if someone reports it at 2 minutes after 10, so what?
But just make it that day.
Right.
And then you can still have today where people like you and I go down to the Elks locker room and talk about it.
Right.
But you could have 7 days of coverage, right? If you spread it out.
Yeah, I'm glad the Elks did this today, though. This was cool what they did today. The jerseys were up in the locker room. As I said, like Chris Morris didn't speak, but he was there. Sherritt, Grimes were there. Some other coaches were there. Other players were there with Fajardo and Rankin being in town. So this was well done by the Elks today. So that's pretty good.
Very good. It was good. Yes.
All right, we better get to this.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
I smell sauce or something.
What are you eating?
Oh, it's Coob's.
It's mustard.
Coob's unusual food of the day.
Yeah.
He's just eating a
We
big
should
bowl
make
of
this
mustard.
a segment. Honestly, let's guess what Coob is eating.
Guess what Coob is eating.
Okay, let's play it right now.
All right.
Don't know.
Hey, I'll put it away.
Okay.
Just by the smell.
Just by the
So it's,
smell.
I don't know, mustard chicken.
It smells like chicken.
It is chicken.
Okay.
Now,
And
I
you
didn't
said
cook
there's
it
mustard.
with mustard. Yeah. It was what
It
the
has
hot
quite
honey.
a-
The hot honey.
It has quite a piercing aroma.
Smells like Swiss Chalet.
Oh,
up in
yeah, it
here.
does.
Yeah.
But it's almost a little too strong, though.
It's
I
a little
put
bit.
a lot of
It's
mustard.
a little obnoxious.
That's an interesting condiment for your chicken.
Mustard. It's mustard chicken. What is it?
Well, it's sweet
and sour chicken?
It's a whole mix of everything. It's leftovers.
You eat a
basically.
lot.
It's every
I
food
do
in the
eat a
world.
lot of food.
Are you a
I
growing
really
young
do.
man?
I try and grow. I don't know.
Can
if
you
my
imagine
stomach's
eating as
growing
much
or-
as the Coob eats?
It's shocking
It
how
is
much
shocking.
he eats.
I have a
Every time I look
bottomless-
over
But
there,
he's an adult. He's not
stomach.
15 where he's having a growth
No.
spurt.
Oh,
Like,
I can
you're
eat a whole
22?
large pizza by myself.
You're 22?
Yeah. Yes.
Like your metabolism has not given you the middle finger yet.
Well,
Like,
no,
you-
that's true, yeah.
You can still get through as much as you want to eat, but I will warn you, Coob, the day is coming.
Oh, I
where
know.
You're going to think you can eat as much as you can, and your body's going to reject it.
Well, I got a bit of insulation on me already, so one of those days it'll just hit me like a dump truck. But I got some sausage. I don't really know what kind.
Sausage and chicken?
It's spicy sausage. Well, I needed to mix
Is it
it
a
in.
stir fry?
No.
What's the
not
veggie
really.
count in
There's
there?
like there's peas, and then there's chickpeas, and then beans. There's just a whole sort of everything.
All right.
Everything. Yeah.
Well, we can smell it. Jay's Play of the Day presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. PlayAlberta.ca, Play Alberta app. Don't forget to use your game sense.
Well, I'm doing another Olympic play of the day, and I'm going to the game that is happening tomorrow, 8:40 in the morning, our time here. Czechia taking on Canada. I usually kick myself. Like, I really wanted to take the opening first half in the Super Bowl under.
Well, you would have won.
Because there's a feeling out period. And I wonder if there's going to be a feeling out period for Team Canada tomorrow. Czechia is no joke. Like I said, I mean, I don't know if their goaltender's confirmed, but the three goalies they have are NHL caliber goalies.
Right.
Lucas Dostal, probably going to be the starter, is a top tier goaltender.
Does he have better stats than Binnington?
Much better this year. Yeah, I don't even have to look at anything. I can say with certainty, yes, he does, Reid. Now, Binnington starts. I don't like whoever starts. I think it's going to be a little bit of a tight game. Your opening game,
I think it might be
Canada's
too.
still getting used to each other. So I'm taking the under. Under 5.5. I've got it boosted to plus 135. Like, I could see this being a 2-1, 3-1 game. Maybe get an empty netter to make it 4-1 for Team Canada. I do think Canada's going to win, but I can see this being a tight one. But if you disagree, that's fine. You don't have to play Jay's Play of the Day. If you agree, head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on ESC specials. There's a ton of plays right now. There's a lot of different Olympic plays going on. And you'll see Jay's Play of the Day, Czechia versus Canada, under 5.5 total goals, boosted to plus 135. And always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right. I think this is on tape delay, isn't it? The speed skating?
Yeah, this is a big show.
It's the men's 1,000 meters. A couple guys clipped skates, when they cross over. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Well, and they had to redo. They sent him out alone. One of the racers.
The one guy got a redo?
Yeah, he got a
went
redo all by himself.
Yeah. Because usually they're not that close to each other, right? But
I watched short track speed skating last night. That is incredible. Like I'm I'm somewhat surprised that somebody hasn't been seriously injured.
Well, probably at some point they have, but all like in every race.
They're so tight.
Well, and we were watching yesterday at work, and I think it was because Canada got what did we get yesterday in that? A bronze?
Bronze.
And that was that
In
the
mixed
relay.
But they
So
push
it's like
everybody.
there's 4 people on the track, and then there's like they have to shadow them on the inside, and they go in there and they push, or the new person comes in front of the existing skater, and they push them on the hips. And like, how do they pull that off cleanly?
I don't know. I just would say that would be a bad day to have flatulence.
Skating for Netherlands, Jenning de Boo, not to be confused with Jenning de Bay. No, didn't work. Okay.
Who's Jenning de Bay?
Well, Boo and Bay. That's
You're my boo?
You're,
oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's one of those hip
I'm
words.
hip with the terms. See?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it.
Look at you.
I really am
Spreading
I
your
really am
wings.
remarkable. Here's what I want to ask everybody to do. If you're watching on YouTube this afternoon, thank you. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. And then once you give us the thumbs up button, then click that other button there. And share the show link with somebody via email or text and bring them into our community. If you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, please do so. And if you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, that's also perfectly fine. We love having you there. But if you have time to hop into YouTube and give us the thumbs up or the subscription, that's an extra bonus. I want to talk a little bit more about some Winter Olympic stuff. We'll talk about the big hockey game coming up, Canada and Czechia tomorrow as well. New Elks quarterback Taylor Powell scheduled to join us in about an hour. It's Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports.
Canada has another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier finishing on the podium. First medal for Canada in figure skating this year and first in ice dancing since 2018. Some new additions to the Elks. Half a dozen signed today, including quarterback Taylor Powell, who's locked up through 2027. Joins the show later in the program at 5:20, only on EST. And with that, the 27-year-old comes off 3 seasons with the Tabbies, throwing for over 2,200 yards with 12 touchdowns. And Malik Carney has signed a 2-year deal to join the green and gold. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer is going off to Ottawa, signing with the Red Blacks for next season. AJ Allen also off to the nation's capital, signing for 2 seasons. From E-Town, here locally, the Oil Kings battle the Silver Tips at 7 o'clock. Both teams having played 50 games. Everett leads the league with 41 wins. Edmonton sits 4th in the dub with 34. There's 14 games, nearly full slate in the NBA. It's the Raptors and Pistons squaring off at 5:30. Toronto's 5th in the East. Detroit sits 1st in the conference. Both teams rolling on a 2-game heater. This Sports Update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Their in-house team handles everything from selections to completions, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or find them at ParamountFlooring.ca. More with Reid and Jay after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan's going to be our GS Construction Hockey Insider.
It's Binnington with a very short leash. Logan Thompson is there. Darcy Kemper, we forget that he won a Stanley Cup, but I think it's a short leash, and I actually think Thompson will play the second game regardless. But if they happen to lose to Czechia and, Binnington doesn't look good, to me, I think they make a switch right away.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret, unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Oh, what an afternoon. That was an incredible hockey game. Sweden beating Italy 5-2. Now, here's the thing. If you're just tuning in, you might think, okay, that sounds about right. Maybe a little closer than I thought. But 5-2, whatever, respectable. No, but it was 2-2 for a lot of the game. Mm-hmm. And Sweden was up 3-2 after 2. And got, a late goal and then an empty net goal. It was a compelling game to watch because Italy hung in there. Canada, Czechia tomorrow morning, 8:40 Mountain Time. I'm saying Mountain Time because I have found, as we've said the times on air, or I've said to people in my life, they've still been like, well, is that Edmonton time though? Yes. We converted all of them for you. 8:40 Mountain Time tomorrow.
Come on.
Well, I'm serious. Go people are like, well, wait a minute, is that Eastern? Because you go on a website, everything's Eastern.
But I'm okay. I was confused there. I thought you meant that there's people that live in Edmonton that don't know we're in Mountain Standard Time.
No. That they just were confirming, like, well, wait a minute, that's in Edmonton, right? Like, not in the Toronto time.
Had me a little concerned, Reid.
There may be people, I don't know. You never know what people don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Do you know what time zone we're in, Coop?
I just said it.
Well,
he might not.
Are we in? Wait.
No,
we're in MDT right now, though, right?
Sure. No, we're standard.
No, we're
Mountain Standard.
Okay.
Standard is now.
See, that confuses
Daylight's
me.
when we move ahead.
Mountain is the up-down region.
Yeah, I always know that we're in the mountain.
What are all the time zones in Canada? Name all the time zones in Canada.
Oh, well, let's start out east. What is it? What's the plus 31? Is that UTC?
Name the time
Atlantic?
zones. Name the time zone. Yeah, Atlantic. Atlantic is plus 3 hours from us.
Eastern?
Yeah.
Eastern?
Central?
Yes.
Yep. Pacific.
Great.
And Mountain.
Yeah. And I guess, what's the Newfoundland and Labrador one called? That's just the Newfoundland and Labrador one.
Oh, it's just a little extra half hour.
What time do the...
It's an
AST.
No, Atlantic would be the other parts of the Atlantic. Newfoundland is still on the extra half hour, isn't it?
Yes, of course.
I think so.
Because that wouldn't
have changed over the years.
That would really be weird, wouldn't it? Because all sporting events would start on the half hour.
Yes.
For you.
Well, half hour off. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. We got the Canadian Brewhouse Wing Flavors of the Month for February. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Everything bagel, Buffalo gochujang. Try them anytime or 69 cents all day. Oh my God, is this Wing Wednesday?
Guess what?
69 cents all day every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house.
Give me the breaking news thing.
Oh, I think I know what this is. I think I know what it is.
Oh, what happened?
Going for chicken wings tonight.
Yeah! Woo! You're fired up yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
You're going tonight, but then you can tell us, are you going to try both?
Yes.
And then you can tell us which
I'm
one you
going
like better.
to the brew house for chicken wings tonight.
Oh, was that already planned even before I read that?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
tell
told my
everybody what
wife
they're like
last
tomorrow.
night, I'm like, okay, so here's a little, you want to just know something that eats me up?
Yes.
Is that gone are the day of Wing Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Like it used to be, if you weren't participating in Wing Wednesday, you might as well shut your doors. That was the staple of midweek gluttonous behavior. Maybe you have a couple too many pints. Maybe you have a little fun on a Wednesday. It's hump day, right? We're halfway there.
Right.
So that all went away. So God bless you, Canadian Brew House. God bless you for keeping Wing Wednesday
You and Curtis
active.
Lazar.
Yes. Canadian Brew House is doing the Lord's work in terms of Wing Wednesday. But I said it to my wife. I'm like, the girls, we can all go. The girls can eat as many wings as they want, and they will. But like, you get 100 wings, it's $69. Like, come on, baby. Let's go. Let's set records.
That's awesome.
Let's make this our Olympic challenge. Yeah, I'm just so excited that there is an opportunity here to.
You gotta have reviews ready tomorrow for the show.
You know it.
Yeah, because I'm curious. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll go to the Oil Kings game tonight. See them play Everett, two of the best teams in the Western Hockey League. So that'll be fun.
Can I tell you something though?
Yes.
I think I know which way. Well, I shouldn't do this, but I'm just gonna whatever. I got to be honest to myself. I think the everything bagel part of this is going to come out on top for me.
See, I think the other ones are way more interesting.
I'm a big fan of a salt and pepper wing, just dumped and doused in either blue cheese or ranch. So think of an everything bagel. It'd be like a bagel and cream cheese.
Oh, can you bring me a wing each to try if you remember?
I'll see. I might not have
You
any.
might not have any left. Just ask for a couple individual wings to go.
I would like
2 singles, please.
You know, I don't eat a lot of chicken wings myself, Jason Milne of the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm often working with my hands and I can't have them sullied or sticky while I'm binding books for the pleasures of others.
Yes.
That'd be a great skit. Like the bookbinder has to fire his apprentice because he's eating chicken wings. So he's like,
excuse me, Theodore, just wondering, this book that you recently bound, it appears to have some very saucy, sticky smudges along the spine. Is there a reason for this? I realize you are new to the profession. However, this is quite an unusual.
Yeah. You know, I was just having my lunch. I want to keep working through lunch to prove I'm a good employee. I was having my barbecue hot wings while I was biting the.
Theodore, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave your bookbinding
at once.
What were the equipment they have?
Your bookbinding frock
station.
Yeah. Please turn in your candle.
These are always finding books.
He just comes over.
Please turn in your candle.
Yeah.
You must go. Next applicant, please. I think I hear him coming now.
Anyway, well, that was good. That was pretty good. That you're going
what was
for
the
wings.
employee's name again?
Theodore.
Theodore.
That's a pretty standard name.
I didn't expect Theodore to talk like this, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. He's kind of a badass, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
His parents named him
doesn't
Theodore.
know the etiquette. Hopes he'd be a bookbinder.
Wanting a different life for Theodore, but he found chicken wings. And he found hump days on
and just
Wednesdays.
eats them all the time.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're on YouTube, keep clicking that thumbs up button. Well, if you haven't done it already, I should say. If you keep clicking it, it might cancel out your previous one. Share the show link. Oh, yeah. The share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
And let's make sure we can get to 100 thumbs by the end of the show. I got to admit, Jason Milne, I was a little, I don't know if alarmed was the right word. A little frustrated for sure. Little concerned as we're going to do buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. I was very interested in watching the curling today, especially later in the game. Canada, Germany, the men. Mark Kennedy's on the team, plays third for the Brad Jacobs rink. Brad's from St. Albert. He's been on this show a couple times. I've been interviewing him for years. Great guy, outstanding curler. And I was really into it. And I immediately got the sense in our boardroom that people did not like that I wanted the curling on.
Oh no.
Yeah, like I felt a little bit like I'm annoying people. You know,
not me.
Not you. You were pretty good.
I'm in on that.
You weren't in there though when I first asked for it to be on.
That's right.
I got some growly looks at me from a couple people. One of my colleagues flat out said, "I don't even like watching curling."
Oh no.
I won't say who it was. And then it was on, and it was the seventh end.
Oh no.
And one guy said, "Okay, so there's just one end. He said there's just one left after this one. What do you call them?" And then another colleague said, no, it goes to 9. So I told them, well, okay, you know what? To the person who said there are 8 ends, yes, the mixed doubles curling goes 8. The person who said it goes 9, I said, maybe you're thinking about 9 innings in baseball. Olympic curling, full high-end competitive curling is our 10-end games. And I felt... This is hard for me.
This is amazing. I can feel your pain.
I felt a little bit as if curling is curling an overlooked sport with some people in this country? Do people not sit down and watch the Brier, watch the Scotties, watch the Worlds, watch the Olympics?
I do.
Do they not know the basic rules of curling, how the scoring works, how many ends there are? Now, look, I don't know everything about curling. Like, you and I were trying to skip along as we were watching. And a couple things we were like, oh, ballpark. A couple things we were like, oh, wow. We never thought he'd try that. And plus, he made it. Mm-hmm. We do think the German skip screwed up. Either we think tactically as much as shot making at the end of the game. And we didn't get to go back and look at anything because then we flipped to the hockey. But I was a little, quite frankly, I was appalled. I was appalled and concerned and somewhat personally hurt by I'm going to say it, the lack of curling knowledge with some of my colleagues. I thought if you're a Canadian sports fan, you get curling. Okay, Coob, what are the 4 positions on a curling team?
Oh, no.
Skip.
Yes.
Second, third, fourth. Oh, sweepers?
Oh, no.
Okay. Second and third are correct. This fourth,
the boot.
No, it's the guy that goes in. The
fourth is the skip. The guy who throws the throws fourth in the order is the skip.
Yeah.
Who's the other end?
Wait a minute. I think we jumped in ahead of it. How many players are on a team at one time?
4.
Right. So what do you call the guy who throws the first 2 stones at the end?
Oh boy.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about.
This is it.
Coob, I'm sorry to do this to you. I know I just embarrassed you.
Oh, that's okay.
I did not mean to do that.
I'm embarrassed every day.
But this is troubling to me.
It is to me. I have been learning every day.
But it wasn't just you. There were other people in the room.
Yeah.
I had to explain. Now, again, I want the people who have, so you've either known me on this show for a year and a half. Maybe you've known me for a long time from my other show.
Mm-hmm.
You probably know that I'm comfortable. I don't know everything about curling. Okay. I don't claim to. I think I know the basic terminology. Okay. I had to explain what the hammer was and which team had the hammer from end to end.
That's problematic.
That's problematic. Okay, that's problematic.
Even though there's an icon on the screen,
well,
that clearly shows you who has the hammer.
No, they understood who had the hammer. They didn't understand who had the hammer in the next end. How that was determined. Does it alternate? Do you say you give it up? And I'd say no. If you score, you do not have the hammer, right? In the next end.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I was involved in a sales meeting, but when I came back in, I mean, that ending was fantastic.
Yes.
I think Canada got away with one there. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I hope this doesn't, skew your vision of those that were in the room with you and your thoughts about them.
I just think that curling is a beautiful sport. It's a beautiful sport. It's a Canadian sport. It's one thing we're usually good at. I think it's a blast to watch on television.
Now, can I say this? Can I throw this out there? That much like beer, or maybe even more much like red wine, curling becomes more of an acquired taste as you age. Is that fair? Maybe
I don't know, because I'm not a curler. I've curled like 2 or 3 times in my life. I'm not a curler. But I think, especially watching high-end curling, Olympics, Worlds, men or women, Scotties or the Briar. I think watching high-end curling is fascinating.
Yeah.
Like they're planning several shots ahead. Yep. We've talked about someone holding the broom and the guy throwing says, no, 1/4 inch. I'm like, 1/4 inch? Like Jay and I would just be hoping to get it on the proper half of the house. Do you know what the house is, Goop?
Hold on. I learned this today. It's the spot that you're aiming for, right? You have the target. The button is the middle. Well, it's not.
The button's the middle.
The
correct.
button is the middle.
The button is the middle.
What's the house?
What's the house?
Oh my gosh. The house is the space from the hog line.
Like the house are the rings themselves.
Oh,
the house are the 3 rings. If I go to Jay and I say, Jay, just put one anywhere in the house. What do I want?
Put it in place.
A scoring rock.
Well, it doesn't look like a house.
Huh? No, that's true. It doesn't look like a house.
Okay, let's say this.
It doesn't look like a house.
Reid, let's do this just so I feel you need some redemption here. For yourself, for our listeners, you just need a feel-good moment here.
Yeah, I'm actually really down talking about this.
I'm prepared to ask you curling trivia. Off the cuff. Like just... I didn't even know you were talking about.
No, he didn't know what
today.
I was going to do for buying or selling. If that hockey game hadn't been so close, I was going to start the show with this.
How disappointed you are.
Yeah, like why
is it just our colleagues?
I don't know. This troubles me. Well, are there a bunch of 20-year-olds walking around that like don't know what a hog line violation is?
Yes.
You don't know what a center guard is? What's a center guard?
Oh, wait. I learned this while playing at the Funspiel. A center guard.
Don't think too hard.
Is guarding the center. You literally just place a rock in the middle.
In between the house and the hog line.
Right. It's not in the rings.
No,
the
it's
guard
not in the ring. You have to guard it. And then if you layer that's a different name. What is that? A pick or something? I don't know. You can layer those blocks. But
they're still guards, right?
They are guards, not blocks.
Okay.
I feel like I must add though, Reid, I like watching curling. I'm starting to appreciate it.
Okay, good. We're going to watch as much as we can together.
And I can learn by the end of this what a hog line violation is.
We're going to watch as much as we can together.
I'll watch it at my house.
Please do.
I'll watch it here, which feels like a home.
So partake in this and let's learn together, Coop.
Let's learn together.
Are you ready?
No, I may not know all these.
You probably won't.
But that's fine.
That's okay. We're here to learn together. We're just bridging the gap. Question 1. What line must a rock pass to be considered in play?
I know this one.
Go ahead.
Hog line.
Good. I can confirm I knew that.
Curling has been around for centuries. In what country was curling generally held to have been or to started? Where did it start?
Could I guess this one?
Sure.
Scotland.
Yeah, I believe it's Scotland as well, just like golf. He's doing well, everybody.
If a team's rock is closest to this, that team scores points in the end. What is it?
Yeah,
what is
that's the button.
Well, what's in the seat? It's a common misconception that the team closest to the button scores points.
The pin? Yeah.
The pin.
Right.
Is the center of the button.
Right. So the button's the white ring in the middle.
Yes,
the pin
is where they put the measuring device.
Which there was an incredibly dramatic measurement in that Canada-Germany game.
I'm writing this down.
Okay, ready, Coob? I want you to think of this.
Oh.
I think Reid's going to know this. What is the throw called when a rock rotates to the outer lines of the curling sheet?
To the outer lines? So you want it to curl outward? Or explain that once more, sorry.
Yeah. So when you start in the middle and it curls towards the outside of the curling sheet.
Oh my gosh.
Don't overthink it.
Is it just called a curl?
No.
It's the outturn, isn't it?
The outturn?
Outturn. What is another name for a curling team? Like the Jacobs.
Yeah, I know that one.
Why can't I think of this? Another name for a team?
Rink.
Ah.
If a team accidentally touches a rock in play, that team has committed which rule infraction?
House infraction?
No, I'm not sure. I know what it's a burned rock. I don't know if what the infraction is called.
Burning
That is
the
what
rock.
it's called. Okay, right.
In a regular curling game, how many rocks / stones can be on the ice at any one time?
How many
stones are on the sheet at any given time, or at the most amount of stones?
Is this a trick question about how many can be in play at once? Because it depends.
No, it just says in a regular, how many stones, rocks can be on the ice at any one time?
Okay, well,
it does say hint. There are 2 teams on the ice during a game.
Yeah, I know this one then.
Everyone gets 8, so 16?
I was wondering if it was a trick question as 15 because the final stone in the end is never technically in play, perhaps, but I guess it would be.
What is the traditional way to name a curling team?
A traditional way to name a curling team.
The last name of the skip?
Oh, there you go. Nice going, Coop.
Okay, look at me.
I think,
good job, Coop.
I think Coop is coming through for you.
He's coming through. You're learning.
Okay, we can pick up
Coop.
curling.
Okay, let's say I am the skip of one team and Jay is the skip of the other team. Okay, the first end has concluded. We've thrown all our rocks. We're looking at our rocks. Okay, so you have the pin. You have one of my stones, 2 of Jay's, 1 of mine, and 1 of Jay's. In that order from the pin to the 12-foot. What is the score?
It's 1-0 for Wilkins rink.
Thank you. Very good.
I'm
Not
starting
all
to
the rocks
understand.
that are in the house score.
Yeah.
Only only the ones belonging to the team who has the rock closest to the pin.
Now, it's odd because playing this during the fun spiel at the Shamrock. Great event.
Mike, I think that intern-outturn question was wrong. Because intern or outturn is not out towards the rings. It's this clockwise or counterclockwise, right?
This is fascinating, though, the terminology for this sport.
It says, what is the throw called when a rock rotates toward the outer lines of the curling sheet?
But that depends where, like, it's not necessarily outturn.
See, I thought it was the way your hand finishes.
Right, but that creates the rock going a certain way.
It just depends on which side you're throwing.
Well, yeah, so that question didn't make sense.
That's really a bum
That's
question.
a bad question.
That was a lose-lose question.
Yeah, that wasn't a good question.
Mike, the Michigan fan, would be...
Mike, the Michigan fan, knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. See, if you're trying to go around a guard and sit it behind them in the house, you could throw an out turn that starts on the center line and squeaks out to the right.
Right. Maybe that's what... Well, but if you spun it the other way, it just would spin the other way.
It'd be interesting. Mike, the Michigan fan, I know you watched that Canada game today. Did you think that Germany's skip screwed that up?
What were they doing?
Because Reid and I thought it wasn't just a miss, it was a misread.
We thought he had to freeze to one of the 2 stones.
Yes.
So there was a Canadian stone and a German stone both biting the button. And I said, doesn't he have to freeze to his own stone here? And Jay was like, no, I think he's going to freeze to the Canada stone. But either way, we were thinking he has to block access to the pin.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, he, through quite a bit of weight, bumped the Canadian stone out of the way, which then meant Jacobs had a relatively easy shot for a player of his caliber just to bump the German stone back and get the point that he needed to win 7-6.
Dave says, if curling is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Yeah, darn tootin'.
Darn tootin'.
Darn tootin'.
Andrea from Calgary, while it is traditional that they do throw last, the skip actually does not have to.
I know they don't have to, but we want to teach Coob the traditional names and then explain how Randy Furby skipped his rink, but David Nedowin threw skip stones, through the fourth stones.
So
because he was a better shot maker.
In the nasty chat, it's the first person to throw for a team, the lead.
The lead, yes.
And then second, third, and then skip.
Yes.
Traditionally.
Yes.
Okay.
Abutsky says in the late 60s and early 70s, CBC TV in Edmonton aired a curling shot skills competition called Keen Ice, featuring the stars of the era.
Awesome.
Reid, Bruce from William Huff chiming in, it could be either turn. So I think that was a tricky question.
That wasn't a well-phrased question.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
I was just reading it. And we got a chicken wing limerick. I mean,
nice. That's incredible.
This is incredible. This comes from E-Town Beatdown. Chicken wings are a wonderful treat. They're one of my favorite things to eat. Dry rub, saucy, baked or fried. Makes no difference to me. They're all fine. Now,
what?
This does not pass the smell test.
No, it's just not. So read it again.
It makes me hungry. Chicken wings are a wonderful treat. They're one of my favorite things to eat.
Fine so far.
Dry rub, saucy, baked or fried. Makes no difference to me. They're all fine. Now,
that's a poem, not a limber. That's not a
choice meats.
I don't know what that is.
Would have worked.
Mike, the Michigan fan, says absolutely it was a mistake. Germany should have corner froze to his own stone. That was my suggestion.
Yeah.
Which would have left a hit and roll to Jacobs on his own rock to cover the pin to win. Right, because then he would have blocked off most of the pin, so Jacobs would have had a very, very tight shot to hit his own and spin in behind the two German stones.
Right.
Could have he made it? Probably, but it would have been harder. Like, they left him a shot that most decent curlers are going to make. There was a guard that was a little bit of a problem, but really it was almost
like
an open bump.
The better players at the EST Funspiel would have made that no problem.
Oh, like Lieutenant Eric would have made that shot. Mike would have made
Liquid
that.
Beaver.
Yeah.
They all would have made it.
Yeah.
Grumpy Cat says intern and outturn are like hook and slice. It depends on the throwing arm.
Yes.
Right?
Because and it's which and I just remember which way your wrist goes, right?
Yeah, that's the way I remember. Yeah.
All right, 780-218.
Hey, did we not just learn?
We helped the Coop.
Did we not just learn together?
Helped ourselves. 780-218-9999. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Check out the River Cree mobile app, free to download. Get exclusive offers and promotions. Get show tickets. Make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and it's easy to use. Here's the Coop.
Has another bronze piper, Gilles and Paul Poirier, with a podium finish in ice dancing. First medal for Canada in figure skating this year. First in ice dancing since 2018. Canadian Olympic action resumes early tomorrow, 1:05 a.m. The women's curling squad draws Denmark. Some new additions to the Elks. They're announced this morning. 6 players being signed. Quarterback Taylor Powell, he's locked up through 2027. He joins this show at 5:20. Meanwhile, Malik Carney has signed a 2-year deal with the Green and Gold. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer has joined the Red Blacks for next season. AJ Allen also off to Ottawa, signing for 2 years. From E-Town, the Oil Kings face off against the Silver Tips at 7. Both teams playing 50 games. Everett leading the league with 50 wins, or 41 wins in 50 games. Edmonton sits 4th in the WHL with 34 wins in 50 games played. On the court, there's 14 games. It's the Raptors and Pistons squaring off at 5:30. This Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The show continues after the break. Comes Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Tea Hangout.
And the parents now, they're carrying out the chairs that they sit in. So they have little back support and they have the blankets. And okay, good. Now, if you're turning the hockey rink and the bench seating into like a very comfortable scenario, shut up. Have your coffees and Bailey and shut up. Leave the damn ref alone.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada snowboarder Mark McMorris.
Thank you for your continued support, Canada. It's an honor to represent our country. Keep cheering loud, Canada. We feel it. Thank you, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
The road to the FIFA World Cup runs through Edmonton. See Canada Soccer's men's national team before they take on the world this summer. Canada versus Uzbekistan. June 1st, 7 p.m., Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery. All in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Must you click? Click. Thumb. Must you click? Thumb.
There is the world famous Thumb Click remix, is put together by Zach Kubish, reminding you that if you have not already done so, please click the thumbs up button on our YouTube stream. This, of course, is Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with the all-new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instants, and, of course, sports betting. What is Jay's play of the day?
Well, Reid, let me tell you, if you head on over to playalberta.ca, you click on sports, you click on EST specials, you'll see Jay's play of the day. Canada taking on Czechia tomorrow morning. Under 5.5 total goals, boosted to plus 135. A bit of a feeling out.
You're thinking it's a 2-1 game. Well, 3-2, I guess you're fine.
3-2, 4-1.
Oh, yeah, 4-1. 5-0.
5-0.
We're just listing all the possible scores now. Well,
2-2 overtime.
1-0. Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah.
2-0.
3-1.
3-0. 4-0. 5-0. 1-1, 2-1.
Oh, it's bound to happen. Look at all the possibilities.
I mean, geez,
it's a sure thing.
It's endless.
It's a sure thing. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Okay, let's do this right now. We haven't done this in a while because we had a limerick that needed... Now, first of all, we appreciate the limericks, but as people probably know, I can't help myself critiquing them because I want them to be done well.
It's part of your job.
So you give me a topic, and I'll do a limerick on the spot. We haven't done this for a few weeks. Limerick on, what do we call it? Limerick on the fly? Limerick on the spot?
Well, this is just too easy. We're gonna have to go with curling.
Oh, you're gonna do you're gonna do curling.
Curling.
All right. Mike, the Michigan fan, proudly settles in the hack. His skills in sports never do they lack. He can curl or putt with a twirl, but when he watches the Red Wings, he might suffer a heart attack.
Whoa! Yes!
He won't. He's fine. Just was rhyming.
Yeah, just rhyming.
Just was rhyming.
That's a pretty deep one. I mean, that That pulls in curling. That pulls in one of the most esteemed curlers at the EST Funspiel, Mike the Michigan fan. And his knowing that he is a diehard sports fan of Detroit teams.
Right.
Good job, Reid.
Yeah, I pulled it together. That was one of my better
you know
ones.
what, Reid? Tell you what.
Yeah.
Stick around for another, 56, 57 minutes.
Yeah.
And then because of that, you take the rest of the day off.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I wanted to go to the Oil Kings game tonight, so I'll probably do that. Just another hour to go, and then bounce out of here. Jason Milne today was talking to Elks defensive coordinator J.C. Sherritt, and Mr. Milne said, can this defense have more speed and violence than they did last season?
There's no question. If you step foot on the field in this league, you're born with it, and then it's about maximizing it. And from a coaching perspective, that's our jobs, is to let them play fast. The faster and violent they play, the more fun, the more wins, the more success, and that's what we're meeting on right now as a staff. How can we make it easier, so they can turn it free and play with that speed and violence that every defensive coach and player loves to see.
Where did you get speed and violence from? Did you come up with that, or is that sometimes they come from other coaches?
I'm sure I've got it through the years. I think at this stage you can't come up with an original idea even if you think you had it. No, but it's it's the two things that I think define defenses. I really do. There's no magic scheme. You look at the Seahawks, what they just did. That was their day one installs that they were winning with. They just do them at the best level. So we want to follow that pedigree of defenses in all leagues, that national champs, Grey Cup champs, Super Bowl champs, they all have the same thing in common, and that's speed and violence.
All right. Well, we'll see if the Elks can play like that in 2026, but some pretty significant free agent signings unveiled today, and most of these were already known to be coming. But yeah, you had Malik Carney there, the new O-lineman, a couple new receivers. So exciting stuff for the Double E. New quarterback Taylor Powell is going to join us at about 20 after 5. I think he's going to be at that season ticket holder event, but they're going to pull him aside for a few minutes to talk to us. The Oil Understood for GCL Diesel coming up after the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
The Oilers will sign a non-NHL player who plays in the Olympics this offseason. You know it's coming, right?
They've already done it once.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, go watch the Slovakia-Switzerland game. There's a future Oiler on there somewhere.
Bob's in Slovenia right now.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada snowboarder Mark McMorris.
Thank you for your continued support, Canada. It's an honor to represent our country. Keep cheering loud, Canada. We feel it. Thank you, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada ski cross racer Reese Howden.
Being able to represent a country that has done everything to support my dreams is unreal. To stand on the podium and represent Canada, I don't take it for granted at all.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of Team Canada.
Canada has taken home another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier with a podium finish in ice dance. Olympic action for Canada starts back up tomorrow as the women's curling squad, skipped by Rachel Homan, faces Denmark at 1:05. The Elks, they've signed 6 players, including quarterback Taylor Powell. He's locked up through 2027. He joins the show in about 20 minutes here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Meanwhile, Malik Carney has signed a 2-year deal to join the Green and Gold. Around the CFL, former rider Jake Mayer is signed with the Red Blacks for next season. AJ Allen also off to Ottawa, signing a 2-year contract from E-Town. Oil Kings, they battle the Silver Tips at 7 o'clock. Everett leads the league with 41 wins. Edmonton sits 4th in the WHL with 34 each through 50 games played. On the court, 14 games in basketball. The Raptors and Pistons square off at 5:30. Jakob Poeltl available for the 6, according to TSN. He's been out since late December with a back injury and will be on a minutes restriction. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update, Hour 3. The Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
So we got a medal in the ice dance. I was watching a couple. It was a tape delay. It was the other night. I think it was the short program or the whatever it's called. I get it. Whenever you bring up figure skating, people are like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. The judging, and I'm always like, okay, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But when I watch the ice dance, and I see the power and athleticism. And I'm not like, this isn't just like, oh, the men do the lifts, like the stuff the women are doing too, because the spins, the coordination, and some of the lifts they're borderline frightening, and the spins, I guess, is what I'm talking about. Like there was one I was watching the other night, like the guy has the woman by like an ankle and inside the elbow, and he's spinning around, and she's like an inch off the ice.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you, like...
It's
incredible. Like, who even thinks of that?
It is incredible. It's something that, you look at the skill and practice that goes into some of these events. Like, figure skating's got to be up there.
Yeah.
In terms of the time you need to dedicate to this sport to be at that level.
Right.
It's got to be some of the highest.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen former football players, former high-level athletes at other sports go into the sledding, the bobsled and skeleton and all that.
Yeah.
But this here, I think this is a body of work from your whole life.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, bobsleigh adds like Jesse Lump. They added Alicia Ristling from the Pandas basketball team. A few years ago, I used to call her games, and then she went into bobsleigh. But, yeah, as Mech says, nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. Was that not from Blades of Steel? Was that the Will Ferrell, what's his name, John Heder? The guy who was Napoleon Dynamite? I think they starred in that.
Heder, yeah.
John Heder? How do you say it, Coop?
Hater?
Or Hater?
Hater.
Yeah, I was wrong twice. See, that's why you got to make fun of me, Coop.
Did Hater or Hater? I don't even know.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. If his family's watching, they'll just have to be offended. It's the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay. We did fine.
That's all right.
I'm going to go to the Oil King game tonight. They're playing the Everett Silver Tips. Everett is the number 1 team in the CHL rankings. The Oil Kings not in the top 10, but they're still a pretty darn good team, so I'm looking forward to watching that one. Everett coached by Steve Hamilton, who I first met him when he was coaching in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, so that'll be fun to see him. And, of course, the big Canada-Czechia showdown tomorrow. Wednesday's practice, McDavid with Celebrini and Wilson, McKinnon with Hagel and Reinhart, Crosby with Marner and Stone, Horvat with Marchand and Suzuki, Jarvis and Bennett, the extra forwards, Taves with Makar, Morrissey with Parayko, Theodore with Sanheim, Harley with Doughty. So a little bit of movement there. They have not named a starting goaltender, Jason Milne. So here's the question. Who are they going to start, and who would you start?
Who? I think you've talked me into them starting Jordan Binnington. However,
I think they're going to start
I would
Binnington.
start Logan Thompson. But I don't think it matters, Reid. I don't think it matters. Because either Binnington or Logan Thompson, they're going to split these games. Right? They have back-to-back games coming up Thursday, tomorrow morning, and then Friday, early afternoon. I think they're going to play both of them, and then whoever's looks best is going to carry on. Like by that third game, the goalie that is in net, I believe, will be the starting goaltender for Team Canada for the remainder of the tournament.
That's the easiest game, France, is it not?
The third game?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you go with who you got.
Okay.
Because you got 2 games to figure it out right now.
I think they're going to start Binnington. There's too much of this team is, let's try to do it the same way we did it last year. With the injury additions, most of the roster picking. So I think that it's going to be, I think they're going to go Binnington tomorrow. I think Logan Thompson, but I would start Logan Thompson.
Learning what I've learned about this team in Hockey Canada and the boys club.
Now that you're deep into it.
Yeah, we'll give you a pat on the back because you're one of our guys.
Right.
They're going to start Jordan Binnington. I'd be shocked if they didn't start Jordan Binnington. But the rope is short. The leash is short. Now, would it not be fair to say that Jordan Binnington, if he starts tomorrow, is getting the more difficult game, Czechia, as opposed to Switzerland?
Probably. Though the Swiss are dangerous, I don't want to downplay what they can do.
No, I'm not saying you would downplay them, but just, given the world rankings.
Right.
Czechia is ranked 3rd. And what is Switzerland? 6th or 5th?
6th, yes.
6th. So, hockey, they'll do whatever they want to do, obviously, and I think they already know.
Right.
And probably most of the players already know. I'm sure the goaltenders know. But I believe they will give the net to Jordan Binnington tomorrow.
I think they're going to do that as well. It's just, and again, as we know, here's the thing. You can go 0-3 in pool play and still win the gold medal because the pool play is basically used to determine seeding. It's sort of an exhibition schedule. Mm-hmm. Now, it'd be nice to get a bye so you don't have to play in one of the 5 through 12 games. It'd be nice to get a bye, but Canada won gold in 2010, right, without the bye. No, I don't think they're going to go 0-3, but you could have Binnington go out there and play .720 hockey, save percentage, and lose, and you're fine. You just know that, okay, he's not our guy. We need to keep looking. Well, look to one of the other 2 guys.
Okay, let me put together a scenario for you. Reid.
Oh, okay.
Going into the first intermission, it's 2-0 Czechia. Jordan Binnington's in net. Who comes out and who's in net at the start of the second?
But what if Binnington allows 3 goals?
You think so?
Yes.
If it's 2-0 at the end of the first?
2 goals is nothing.
On 8 shots?
Yes.
7 shots?
Yes.
5 shots?
Yes.
No way.
Well, they're not pulling Binnington.
Why would
They're
you?
not pulling Binnington unless it's like 4 goals on 6 shots or something like that.
2-0 after 1 would be awful.
They're not changing him after the first period if they're down 2-0. You're not pulling that guy.
Okay, then he doesn't have a short leash.
He'll refuse to come out anyway.
That is true. He has been known to not leave the ice.
I think Cooper would be reluctant to do a goalie pull unless it's horrific. 2-0, I don't think would be considered horrific.
Then let me throw this one at you. Canada wins 4-1 tomorrow.
Yes.
Binnington has 22 saves.
Okay, that's a solid game.
That's a solid game. Thompson comes out against Switzerland. Canada wins 5-0.
Okay.
Thompson has 17 saves.
Right.
Who's your starter moving forward?
Thompson. But that's what I would do.
Do.
No, they'll do Binnington. They will force. Well, they're not going to force Jordan Binnington. They will not remove Jordan Binnington from the number 1 spot until their hand is forced. I believe. This is. Am I sounding too cynical here?
No, you're actually sounding exactly like what Hockey Canada probably
how
will
I'm
do.
guessing Hockey Canada thinks.
See, I have not been thrust into this, trying to figure out Hockey Canada doesn't do the things that normal people think they should do.
Right.
And in fact, quite the opposite. Like if Hockey Canada was taking the best goalies in the NHL this year for Team Canada, they would have not had Jordan Binnington on this team.
Correct.
However, Jordan Binnington, and to his credit, stole a show at the Four Nations face-off.
Came up big in the overtime when it really mattered. Yeah.
Well, I got news for you, Jordan. You better be able to duplicate that. Because if not, there's really no other choice other than to go to a true goaltender that's playing like a number one goaltender right now. If Jordan Binnington wasn't Jordan Binnington, he would be in the AHL. With his numbers, Reid?
Well, it's pretty bad.
No, but how can you not say that?
Well, I don't know if he'd be in the AHL, but he wouldn't be. Well, he's not even the best goalie on his team this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not good enough. But now, is that something where he can flip a switch? And poof.
Well, the team in front of him.
Well, there's that too, Reid. But there's also several other teams with their best players from their country.
Goalies. Yes, is right.
So why do you have a shield?
That's what it changed to now. Instead of
what happened to the wrench?
I don't know. When YouTube changed some stuff, they changed that.
I noticed that the other day too. It just looks.
I think all of us administrators have not. What are they called? Not administrators.
Moderators,
whatever it is, like the people whose employee are put as a I guess a moderator on the
got
account.
The shield. We protect
got the
chat.
shield. Yeah.
Keep
I don't have a
less
shield.
nasty.
I don't have that luxury.
Oh, really?
Well, you're not as
No, I think I'm still on
guess.
probation.
You were lifted off probation.
Some days I wonder, Reid.
Here is a limerick from Gavin at the Shamrock. Tuesday Fun League playoffs started last night. Mike, the Michigan fan, won, as did the team to his right. The sweeping was fierce. Through the guards we pierce. Who will take the trophy in the league's top flight? Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Gavin's a solid limerick-or.
You can depend on Gavin.
You can depend on Gavin for a
Actually,
lot
you
of
can
things.
depend on him for more than just
How
limerick
to
writing.
curl?
Yeah.
Running a bonspiel?
How to save somebody that's fallen on the ice.
Hit their head?
Yes.
Yeah.
How to handle that.
Did he come down and tend to you?
He looked at me. He looked at me and
hey, you fell, eh?
Yeah. Oh, it's better than the questions you asked.
Well, mine completely proved that you weren't concussed. They were private questions that only you could know.
I knew them.
You did know them very well. What other than McDavid, who are you most excited to see play for Canada in the Olympics?
Tom Wilson.
Yeah?
Yes. I honestly want to see what that looks like. And it's hard to fully answer that, Reid, without knowing the lines that they're for sure going to roll out there. But I love watching Nathan McKinnon play.
Right.
I think he is just a magnificent skater, heads up, puck hand, like he's the complete package, as is Connor McDavid. But it's kind of nice to see these guys playing with each other. And I'm really, if it's a player, Tom Wilson, because I want to see what he brings to a top line.
Right.
And what he brings when he has a Connor McDavid and a Macklin Celebrini on his line. I think he's kind of the X factor for that line. If you ask me a group, I would say PP1. Like I want to see what these guys can do. If you're taking a penalty against Team Canada, I sincerely hope you get the full brunt of the punishment waiting for you.
Right.
Because you are out of your mind. Right? I mean, and if you even want to go further, should this go to ever a 3-on-3 overtime? Like, I mean, come on, what are we doing here? But it's amazing. It's actually quite a. Hernan and Gage were talking about it. Dusty was talking about it in the final. If it went to overtime, it's 3-on-3.
Yes.
In the gold medal final, if this was a tie,
it was just no shootout. They just played until someone scores. Probably wouldn't last very long.
And you know what, Reid? Okay. Like, it's a rule. You just got to deal with it. Would we like to see it drawn out more?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, 2010 was 4-on-4.
Yeah, so it is what it is, though. But it's actually a credit to Cale Makar that you can't think of a 3-on-3 situation that he's not out there to start that.
I think you could debate what you would do with the forwards because you have to account for what if you need a second shift.
Well, you'd roll out McDavid and McKinnon, right?
Automatically?
I think so. Now, it depends on the tournament that Celebrini's having. What if Celebrini's your leading scorer?
See, I would go.
He very well
I
could
would
be.
go McDavid, Crosby, and McCarr.
Okay.
And then I would go Celebrini and McKinnon, and I guess probably Morrissey.
Not Taves?
No, he's check his offensive stats, baby.
I know, but it's McKinnon.
No. You
No?
don't do Taves 3. No, Morrissey.
He's too much of a lie. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I sure. Or do you just exclude the D-man?
3 forwards?
Yeah. I mean, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just on the eve of some of the best hockey that certainly, like, Koob, is this the best hockey that you think you're going to have witnessed in your lifetime?
To fully remember, and I guess I'm going to say to be fully
like in your
conscious.
adult life, you know?
Yeah,
As a
by
human.
far. I mean, there was Team North America. What was that? 2018 now? I don't even remember when that was. 2016? I don't know. That was kind of cool.
Well, I think it was
Austin
2016 World Cup.
Yeah, because it was Matthews and McDavid on the same
And
team.
Leon played for Europe. Remember that?
Yeah,
Team Europe.
Team Europe.
Loaded Team
Well, and you know
Europe.
what's funny? Because I was saying this to my wife this morning when Finland was playing. It was Slovakia, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This morning. I said to my wife, I'm like, this is kind of cool. And I'll just be honest with you guys. To watch this now that I am far more involved in hockey, far more interested in hockey.
Right.
And seeing these players play together on teams where you're like, oh, Rantanen is on that team.
Right.
And you know what I mean? It is very cool to see the world's best players play together. And Team Canada, I'm excited to watch Team USA play. Like,
that team is loaded.
Yeah.
Right? To see kind of what these
Austin
guys can
Matthews
do.
alone for my mom.
For your mom,
Yeah.
That's a Louise Wilkins special.
The Kachuk brothers.
780-218-9999 is how you text us. It's the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. You can get exclusive offers and promotions. You can get show tickets. You can make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and easy to use. And the website, rivercreeresort.com. New Elks quarterback Taylor Powell when we get back.
Canada has another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier with the podium finish in ice dance. Canada now with 4 medals, 1 silver, 3 bronze, with action resuming for Canada early tomorrow morning when the women's curling squad takes on Denmark. And a big day for the Elks, announcing half a dozen free agent signings. Quarterback Taylor Powell signing a 2-year deal. He'll join the show right after the break. And the Green and Gold have locked up Malik Carney through 2027. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer has signed with the Red Blacks for next season. Back in E-Town, the Oil Kings battle the Silvertip 7 o'clock puck drop. Everett leads the league with 41 wins. Edmonton sits 4th in the WHL. On the court, there's 14 NBA games. The Raptors and Pistons square off at 5:30. Jakob Poeltl available for the 6, according to TSN. He's been out since late December with a back injury and will be on minutes restrictions. A trio of games live right now, including the Hawks and Hornets tied at 17 aside. About 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Taylor Powell, Elks quarterback, checks in on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
I think you just leave it the same for now. Let's see how this season goes. Like, I don't think, and maybe Jeff Jackson was like, yep, this is the team that's going to win the Stanley Cup. I have a hard time believing that if you got some truth serum into him, he would have told you in October that this is a Stanley Cup winning roster. And I'd be stunned if that's the case. So I hope they don't do something panicky.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Edmonton. Be part of history. Support Canada Soccer's men's national team as they battle Uzbekistan in the final send-off series ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. at Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feel no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new, tons of options, and the good stuff like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. All right, thanks a lot for tuning in this afternoon. Fun day, fun show. We always try to make each other laugh, and you, hopefully. That's really our first goal, make each other laugh, and then we hope some of you come along for the ride. A lot of Elks talk today as well, as some of the new free agent signings are in town. We had GM Ed Hervey on the show earlier, and we were pleased to be joined now on the Oil Country Towing Hotline, Elks quarterback Taylor Powell checking in. Taylor, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Doing great. It was great to briefly meet you in the team store. Thanks for coming on the show. How's this day been? What have you done today?
Man, it's been chaotic. It's been amazing, but it's been a dream come true. I'm super excited to be an Elk. This is awesome.
Going to free agency, I'm sure other teams were interested. Why did you choose Edmonton?
Well, it starts with the trend where this organization's going, and I wanted to be a part of it and contribute. And I love the offense, I love the front office, and I love what Coach Killam's doing. So just super excited to be a part of it and turn this thing around.
Taylor, we spoke with Mark Killam earlier today. We had General Manager Ed Hervey on this show earlier, and both of them, I've never seen a coach and a GM talk the way they talked about a player and the way they talked about you, and that is that you live and breathe football. You crave football. When did that start for you, and what does that mean to you and how you're getting to this spot in your career?
To be honest, I think it starts with where I come from and, how I was raised. I was raised in a pretty heavy sports town, and I'm from the South. We live and breathe football, and, coming up, all I ever wanted to be was a quarterback. And, in kindergarten, they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a pro quarterback. And they said, be realistic. And I remember looking at the teacher and saying, all right, watch this. And that's kind of the approach is, I'm going to give this city and this organization everything I got and, leave the rest up to God. But I'm going to control everything I control and see what happens, see where the chips fall.
Why have you been talked about as the future for the Edmonton Elks? What is it about you, Taylor, that people think that are very well versed in the CFL that you are the next best quarterback in the CFL?
I don't know. I'll let everybody else talk about that. I'm not really, worried about what other people are thinking of me, whether it's, calling me that or calling me trash. I'm just focused on helping this team win, running Coach McSimick's offense, and just being, a great leader in the locker room and getting to know all the guys.
Taylor Powell, Elks quarterback, joining us. I know you're at an event here, so we'll just get a couple more for you. What can you say about Cody Fajardo? And look, there's only one quarterback on the field at a time. You both would love to play as much as you can, but how do you think that relationship is going to work? And what are some of your impressions of Cody?
Man, it's I actually have gotten to know Cody pretty well throughout my career, dating back to after my rookie year. Got to know him pretty well, and him and I talked. He gave me some advice on some stuff. He's one of the vets in the league, and it's awesome to be his teammate, be able to learn from him, and just be a sponge, and whatever he needs, I'll help him out with.
Okay, and before we let you go, you mentioned always liking football and telling your teacher you were going to be a quarterback. I love these stories. Can you tell us a little bit about where you grew up and just what football has meant to you and your family?
Yeah, so I'm from Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's a southern town. It's right there in SEC country. You're playing football whether you like it or not. Just kind of the vibe, and there's faith, family, and football is kind of the three pillars. And sometimes it feels like football gets put up there pretty high on the pedestal. And but no, man, I love to compete. I love to lead. I love to make plays, and there's nothing like playing quarterback. It's the hardest position in the world, and I think it's the most fun. And I would say that's kind of the summary of it.
All right. I asked this and this is going to be the last one. I know you got to go. I asked this. I've asked this to all the American players who come up, and you haven't been up here a super long time. Tim Hortons, yes or no? Is it better than what you get in the States?
Tim Hortons. Well, it depends on what you're asking. So I don't know if you know this, I'm a huge coffee guy.
Okay.
Like, I love great coffee. That's like one of my, I don't even know if you can call it a hobby, but that's like, I love a good Tim Hortons dark roast. That is like the way to go with a shot of espresso. So I definitely say Tim Hortons. Yeah.
So, okay, just hang on. I know you're going to go, but like, what are you doing at home then? I mean, you're not just putting this in a Canadian Tire special coffee maker. I mean, are you taking this to the next level? How do you make the perfect cup of coffee?
In Hamilton for the last 3 years, I had my own little room. I had an espresso machine, K-cups. I had it all, because you're putting in hours. Like, it's 5 to 6 p.m. every day, 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. And, that I feel like that's what it takes to be a quarterback. And it goes back to my redshirt year at Missouri under Josh Heupel. I was like, how am I going to do these hours? Because I was kind of sleepy. He goes, hey, drink this. Next thing you know, I find myself in practice, and I'm wired like a freaking I don't know what, and it was awesome. So I you could say I'm addicted to it. I don't think there's much things that are better than just a little bit of a cup of Joe and being able to grind on some tape and some game plans. So I think it's a lot of fun.
All right, Taylor, thanks a lot for doing this. We look forward to getting to know you more as an Edmonton Elk, and we really appreciate you coming on the show. I'm sure you'll be on again. We already see some people writing in on our message lines that they love your attitude and they're wishing you the best. I tell you, buddy, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to love Edmonton. You're going to love being an Edmontonian. You're going to tell your family and friends from Arkansas that they got to come up here when there's 18 hours of daylight in June and when there's 5 hours of daylight and snow in November. You're going to embrace all of it. So thank you so much. Enjoy tonight and all the best.
Man, this is home. I'm ready to go. Thank you guys for having me on.
Taylor Powell checking in on the Oil Country Towing hotline.
That doesn't fire you up for a guy. I don't know what else it would take. I mean, that was fantastic. You can just hear the passion.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, he said it, faith football family. That's what you grow up in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, how can't you get behind a guy like that's that piece, right? That's the culture. That's kind of the standard that was here for so long.
Yeah.
right? Is guys like that are just ready to put it all on the line. He knows his role.
Well, he's an important guy.
Yes.
Because let's face it, I mean, yeah, we got him on. Great attitude, great story. You know, I loved how the teacher said, well, it's not realistic to say you want to be a quarterback. And he was like, what are you talking about? Watch me go do it.
Yeah.
But he's an important player because generally you do not win without at least above average quarterback play, right? In either side of the border, 4 downs, 3 downs, college, pro, or Drawson flag football, whatever. And Cody Fajardo is not going to play forever and probably doesn't want to play forever. So that was a big question. If Trey Ford wasn't going to be able to handle it and Trey Ford wasn't going to come back, who's the next guy? And Ed said today, if there were 10 teams in the league, Taylor Powell's probably the starter on the 10th team.
Right.
And now he's an Elk. So this is important because of what he signed for 2 years, right? And so this is as close as you're going to get. I mean, I realize this might sound a little bit silly because so many things can change so quickly in pro sports. And let's face it, the CFL is this quirky little league. But this is as close to a succession plan as you're going to have, I think, in the CFL. Fajardo to Powell, who has shown promise already as a quarterback.
And what a mentor to have in a guy like Cody Fajardo.
Right,
who it seems like they already have a relationship. And Cody Fajardo has been there. He's been to the highs. He's been through the lows. So what better guy to kind of hold your hand? I mean, we saw it here with Ricky Ray and Jason Moss. I mean, to have 2 good quarterbacks is never a bad thing in the CFL.
Yeah.
Now, albeit Taylor Powell, he's not as proven, right? He's got a lot of proving to do. But when you have people that have been around this league for as long as Ed Hervey, Chris Morris, and Mark Killam have, and you talk to them one-on-one and you say about Taylor Powell, they all say he's the real deal. So definitely getting a stamp of approval from some highly qualified football minds.
Right. He did play against the Elks back in 2024. Do you remember that game?
That's when he was injured.
Him and the receiver, what was the receiver's name? He's from Edmonton, got hurt really bad on the same play. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I remember that it was like the second or third play of the game.
He was with the Stamps forever, and then he went out to
got delayed.
Hamilton.
Yeah. So, and then I think Bo Levi's there, so he's not going to maybe get the opportunity in Hamilton. So that's exciting. I mean, he's got to go out there and do it. He has played. He's about 500 as a starter in the CFL. Doesn't have a ton of starts. So we'll see what he can do, but he's embracing the opportunity. Here is Elks head coach Mark Killam speaking to you earlier today, Jay, about Taylor Powell.
Yeah, I know. I think we're really excited to have him first and foremost. The guy is all about ball. He just lives and breathes football. You want as many of those guys in the building as you can, but the rest of the league knows that he can play. I mean, 2023, he looked great. Ed mentioned in his, everyone kind of sees him as the next guy in the league, and I believe that as well. And I think that that's going to make our quarterback room stronger. It's going to help push Cody. It gives Cody somebody that's played, at a high level that he can bounce things off of, and I think that that's only going to make the football team stronger.
All right, so a little bit there from Taylor Powell. Good to have him on as an interview, too.
Luther Hakunavanu.
That was the guy, yes.
That's the guy.
Great.
Yeah, but, I mean, you hear this about Taylor Powell from these guys, and just like, almost, and I say this with all due respect, a football nerd, a football junkie.
Right.
That's a guy that needs to be a quarterback. That's a guy, first in the locker room, last to leave.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I mean, you never know what, a guy you haven't talked to and interviewed is going to come on and say. But, I mean, he's ready to go.
You were also talking to Mark Killam about toughness, right? They want to be tough. They got to win the line of scrimmage more than they did last year.
You're going to sit in a room and say, let's build a football team. Okay, what's important for us? What characteristics are important for us to build around? Mental and physical toughness is a pillar of who we want to be. We go out and try to target players that embody those characteristics. So, even if you look at the receivers, Brendan O'Leary-Orange, Joe Robustelli, those are big-bodied, vertical receivers that can also be physical around the box. And I think that gives you options. You can do different things. You can run out of different personnel groupings. You know what I mean? There's so much more that goes into it, but it's a characteristic of our football team that we try to pay homage and honor the Eskimo teams of the past that were physical teams. You know, this is a tough city. I'm trying to represent that and honor that, and you know, that's what we're trying to build here.
All right, so and that goes back to what Ed Hervey was on this show earlier. I said, what was the biggest weakness from last year? He said the O-line. Mm-hmm. We gave up too many sacks, but I think that comes with also the physicality. And look, I get it. Look, of course, we're getting the messages already, Jay. They're going to suck again. Oh, you guys pumping them up. All right, fine. Free agency, everybody looks undefeated and great. I get it. But protect the quarterback, give Fajardo more time to throw, and they have a legitimately excellent running back who can take contact and still hurt the other team. But wouldn't it be nice if he's not getting hit until he's 4 or 5 yards down the field as opposed to at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield?
Yeah.
Justin Rankin, who was there today, by the way.
Yes, he was.
So that's football's a complex sport, but if you don't win the line of scrimmage, you likely will not win the game. You might do well at the line of scrimmage, and maybe you still get beat every once in a while, or it's a saw-off. You don't win the line of scrimmage, you probably won't win the game.
But we've had former players in the CFL, Reid. We've had Jeff Heck sit right in this seat. We've interviewed Taylor Inglis, both who have won Grey Cups. And what did they say about this team? This is a process. Okay, well, today is another, for me at least, a check mark in building that process. Okay, you can't look at this roster right now and say it's worse than last year's. Okay, because
no, it's not. They have to go and do it on the field. On paper, it's better than last year. It's better. There's no doubt about that.
And believe me, I understand as much as anybody that they do have to go out and show this on the field. But the roster, the building of the roster, and don't forget, Reid, this team has turned over coaches. This team has turned over staff. You have the same coordinators, the same head coach, the same general manager. There is continuity with this team, good continuity for the first time in a long time, which has a lot to do. Cody Fajardo himself said it. You see the teams that struggle earlier in the season are the teams that are totally restructured, rebuilt, and that's not going to be the Elks this year.
Well, the linebackers and DBs are all back, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Then there'll be a couple changes on the D-line.
On the D-line.
Yeah.
Couple changes maybe on the O-line. An addition, a key addition in the wide receiver position. But the bones of your team down the center, quarterback, running back, safety, middle linebacker, center, are all there. That's a big thing.
All right, 780-218-9999 is how you text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instants, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. We'll wrap up our off-topic topic for William Huff. It's been a fun one. Words of the day ahead, too.
Canada has pulled out another bronze. Piper Gills and Paul Poirier with podium. A podium finish in ice dance. Canada now has 4 medals so far, 1 silver, 3 bronze, with action for Canada resuming early tomorrow morning at 1:05 when the women's curling squad takes on Denmark. And a big day for the Elks. Half a dozen free agent signings. Quarterback Taylor Powell signing a 2-year deal with the club. Meanwhile, the Green and Gold have locked up Malik Carney through 2027. Around the league, former rider Jake Mayer has joined the Red Blacks for next year. AJ Allen also off to Ottawa, signing for 2 years. Back in E-Town, the Oil Kings face off against the Silver Tips at 7 o'clock. Everett leads the league with 41 wins. Edmonton sits 4th in the WHL with 34, each playing 50 games this season. On the court, 14 games in the NBA, a few of which, more than 3, are live right now. The Raptors and Pistons tipping off. That one just about to get underway. Some live action sees the Hawks down 38-31 to the Hornets. About 10:30 left to go in the second. The Bucks and Magic are also going at it. Orlando up 32-27 midway through the second. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show brings us back after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Very pleased to welcome the newest member of the Green and Gold to EST Afternoons, Malik Carney. Why was Edmonton the right choice for you ahead of the 2026 season?
Not only it was the right choice, man, it was the perfect choice, man, just from the coaching staff, the front office and the roster. Looking at the roster, I felt like, it was a great, decision to be a part and join the team, make our run at the Grey Cup.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feel no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
The only way they know how.
Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
The road to the FIFA World Cup runs through Edmonton. See Canada Soccer's men's national team before they take on the world this summer. Canada versus Uzbekistan. June 1st, 7 p.m., Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
I've got something under my skin, and the itch won't go away. It's my original sin.
All right, good to have you tuning in this afternoon. Along with Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. The Cube is at the technical desk. This is the Canadian Brewhouse Studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. Yeah, we started the show watching that amazing hockey game. Sweden able to overcome Italy by the score of 5-2. It was 2-2, 3-2 for a lot of the game. Jay and I watched some good curling today between Germany and Canada. Canada won at 7-6 in an extra end. But we thought we are not curling tacticians for a living, but we thought Germany messed up on their final stone of the 11th. No, they didn't have the hammer. They made a great shot to tie it in the 10th.
Yep.
But when we saw his shot in the 11th, we were like, did they just hand Canada a relatively easy shot to win? And they did.
Well, it turns out they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you take them when you got to. I mean, that would have been
But that's part of why Canada wins, too, is that our rinks, I think, are better tactically than a lot of the other rinks.
Well, their third was out-curling Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, Mark had missed a tough shot, I think, was it in the extra end? I think it was in the extra end. Yeah.
By the stats, he was being out-curled.
Right.
But the consistency and the rink, they stayed together. They got the W. That would have been a tough loss to open this round robin.
Yeah, because Germany's a little lower down in
they're 23rd in the world rankings.
Yeah.
So that would have been a tough one.
We have had the off-topic topic for William Huff. Name your favorite TV nemesis along the lines of Newman from Seinfeld. Flanders. So it can be somebody like that's sort of an irritant to one of the main characters of the show, or it can be an outright villain, an outright bad guy. So, somebody the good guy the protagonist is trying to catch or stop. So it could be outright crime, could be comedy, more of a nuisance type of character.
Now, I know Reid, but I want you to just know that I know before I read this, okay? Big Dave says, has anyone said the Emperor from Star Wars yet?
Okay. It's TV. Television.
I knew that would...
He's just doing that to bug us.
Yeah, but there are multiple TV renditions of Star Wars.
I know, but the source, it's originally
Alicia Hemming says Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb.
So it's two brainiac kids who have a pet platypus, by the way, who is also, by night or by trade, this platypus is also an investigator, and his nemesis is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Matt at the Garrison says definitely Q. Who's Q?
That's Picard's nemesis in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Tay says the Borg.
The Borg, big. They're mean. They want to assimilate you. Resistance is futile. That's who says that.
Is that where that comes from?
Yes, that's the Borg.
I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe I should get into Star Trek or Wars.
Well,
Star Wars,
you don't
right?
have to, but you have almost no base knowledge of it, which is fine.
Right.
Well, no, you do. I think Star Wars is part of, but would most people know Captain Kirk is from Star Wars, even if they had never watched it? I mean, he's pretty big, or from Star Trek.
Yeah, even before I got into the Wars of Stars, Star Wars, I understood Captain Kirk. Right, it's just a bit intimidating to enter into it.
What is it? The USS Millennium Falcon, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And Battlestar Galactica, you know nothing about, eh?
Never seen it.
So you don't know what it's based on, where it came from? Because there was a Battlestar Galactica when I was a kid, around 1980.
Yeah.
And then there was a newer series about 15 years ago that was, the first couple seasons were really good. It kind of declined in seasons 3 and 4.
Was it an answer to Star Trek?
No, it's its own science fiction universe.
Science fiction?
Yeah, it's not like a knockoff.
It wasn't
of anything.
competing against Star Trek?
Ooh. Well, I guess in a way, but it's like another space show. But it's 13 colonies of humanity who have to escape their planets, and they're trying to find Earth. And the Cylons, who are evil robots in the original series based on lizards who they overthrew.
Why do these 13 civilizations need to flee their own planets?
Because the Cylons attacked them and blew the crap out of them.
And what? Are the Cylons allergic to
Cylons want to destroy the humans. But the twist in the new series was that there are Cylons who look like humans and infiltrate human society.
Well, that's not fair.
So if they have Cylons, do they have a group called Pylons or no?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Cool.
Well, keeping with the villain-esque and nemesis, a low-key one is Dennis Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's a terrible person. Flat out in the show. He's the one who is very arrogant, very full of himself.
Okay.
In Always Sunny.
All right.
He's a guy, I don't know. He always thinks he's bigger and better than he is, and always tries to sabotage his sister.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Who he calls the bird all the time. Yeah.
All right. Words of the day for Edmonton Public Library. EPL won't tell you what to read, just where to find it with their intellectual freedom campaign. That's your right to read, watch, and listen and explore ideas without barriers, like, whatever sci-fi show you want to watch, whatever detective novel you want to read. Learn how EPL protects your freedom to read at intellectualfreedom.ca.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
First word of the day, tabula rasa.
What?
Now, to be clear, this is two separate words.
Yeah, I know that.
I know that.
Tabularasa means blank slate. Tabula space rasa means blank slate.
Call the dogs off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's two words.
Watch, that was like one of the most common phrases used in Star Trek. It just flew right over my head.
There might be a Star Trek episode.
How do you know that?
I just know it. I don't know. It's just one of the things I know. You also left it up on your computer, but I knew how to spell it anyway.
Son of a.
And I didn't.
Son of what?
And I didn't know that. And I knew the definition. I would have known. Trust me, I would have known it anyway. I saw it and I was like, well, I already know how to spell that, so I'm not going to tell him. And I know the definition.
Okay.
Do you need to redo that?
Okay.
No, I don't. I don't need to redo because I would have known it anyway. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Reid's honesty is proving that he did know the word. To me,
because I knew the definition. I just saw the font.
Son of a.
But I knew it because you left it up and then we walked back in, so I couldn't not see it.
That's right. That's my fault.
But I knew the definition anyway. Blank slate.
I agree. You're fine. Second word, nonplussed. Nonplussed.
Maybe there was an X-Files episode named that? Oh, there was a Buffy the Vampire episode named Tabula Rasa. And a Criminal Minds Evolution episode.
Was there an episode named Nonplussed?
Nonplussed. And I believe this means like you're not fazed, you're not affected by something, I think. Yeah, or it may specifically mean not impressed.
Okay, let's go through this together. Hold my hand, Reid. Of a person surprised and confused so much that they are unsure how to react.
No, I didn't get it.
But I will.
Because you are affected by it. But yes, I was implying that there's a lack of a reaction.
There's a lack of reaction.
But because you're so stunned, maybe we get a quarter point.
No. We're giving you, what numbers, Tom? Well, 3.43 out of 4.
Okay.
3.43 out of 4. That's not bad, Reid.
You'd say Coob's a tabula rasa when it comes to curling.
That's true.
And you could say I was nonplussed about my colleague's lack of curling knowledge today.
Wow.
I was so...
Bringing it all back
I
together.
Didn't know how to react.
You know, you're a special man, Reid.
Luke Gazdick tomorrow. We'll also talk about a big Canada West hockey showdown between the Bears and Griffins coming up Friday and Saturday. Oh, I'm also on the morning show tomorrow. I'm on the Nielsen show at 7:45. Who knows what we're going to talk about there. On behalf of Zach Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Maybe I'll see you at the Oil Kings game tonight.
Stay with me, come to me, absolutely.